That was quick. I gave her that treat like 20 seconds ago. Huh? That was quick. Yeah. That was so quick. That was so quick. Yeah. Where is this? No, you can't on my lap right now. Yeah. Ah, dear. Hi, everyone. Good morning and welcome. I hope you're all right. I slept in a bit too much this morning. As mentioned yesterday, I think I've only just realised just how tired I am insofar as the latest YouTube work. So I slept like a dog. Oh my god, I just flopped down and just, yeah. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right. Hang on a second. Checking my phone. Got some notifications from a delivery company that needs to pick up a package. I sent a gift to somebody and they sent someone else's gift as well. So, 2 gifts, I suppose. Hooray. Just trying to arrange for it to get picked up. Right. Okay. No golf? I believe it's bi-weekly, so, yeah, we're not around this morning. Hello, darling. Yes, who's a good dog? Yes, you are. How are you guys? How is everyone? Just logging into DayZ. Ooh. I know. German electrician. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take a little bit of time off, just do some light work, really. I rendered the video in one piece last night, so I've yet to review it because it's 1 hour and 40 minutes long. So, but yeah, hopefully it's all in one piece and I can upload that so that you won't have the inconvenience of 2 separate links. Do I have any more Lulu videos like yesterday? I'm sure I've got lots of them hidden away on hard drives. Okay. Right. So. Oh, he's still sick. Oh my god. It's nighttime as well. And I think I've eaten all of my food with the exception of... No, he's eaten all of his food. Okay, I'm going to have to find some food and water. There's a well nearby. Is there a animal? God damn it. Okay. Let's head in the direction of Starry. Actually, we'll head in the direction of here. Whatever this town is called. Is it Vybor? Oh, shit. Well, sorry to hear it, Morgana. Or good to hear it if you were expecting the redundancy pay or whatever. Severance pay. Sorry, it's quite dark. Let me just fix that for you. I'll just put a filter over the screen so you can see clearly, but I cannot. There we go. Okay. So Funko, sorry, that information is still out of date. You know, weirdly, I've got a very clear memory of me updating that tile. So, either I didn't click save, or it did not save. Or both, I suppose. Okay, there's quite a few Zs here. Right, so I'm listening for an animal, like a chicken or something. Keep your eyes peeled for any... Ooh, fruit. Rotten. Damn. Rotten. Okay. Well, at least I've got a pistol ready, if I do get jumped by a Z. Got lucky, found a suppressor. Those are actually really valuable. They sold for a lot on the mod server that we play on. Well, modded. So is this the well or is it further along? Must be further along. No, wait, here it is. Could just have a quick drink while I'm here. Ah, I hear a chicken. Good. Oh, hello. Whoops, missed. Damn it. Quickly take him out before he damages my clothing. I'm okay. I'll drink from the bottle. I can't remember. Yeah, I definitely filled this up from the fountain water, right? Right. Okay, we'll go hunt that chicken before I keep losing health even further. Yes, indeed, you can do fishing in DayZ. Maybe I should prioritize getting the bones from this chicken to make some fish hooks. That might be wise. Chicken somewhere over there. There's actually quite a few Zeds. Yeah, I need to get somewhere warm. Loads of Zeds. More than enough to kill me if I get complacent. Chicken's up there. Also, it's in an orchard. Okay. Anyway, I hope everyone's okay. So this morning, I woke up a bit late, walked the dog. It started tipping it down, so bad timing. But yeah, we're good. It's over here. There it is. So on the YouTube front, I'm working on a huge ass video. I've made 1 hour and 45 minutes. The first hour is linked below, and I'll link the next 45 minutes soon. It's currently up to the patrons and the Twitch subs, but I'll put a public link for you soon. So I'll update the link below. It's a video essay on a game called The Forest, which was fun but profoundly weird. Okay. Not sure, Ghostface. Not really. I'd say that the zombies in the mod were never that much of a threat to necessitate that. Okay, 1 second. Just gonna try and make some improvised hooks. There we go. Yeah, I need to get to like a proper clinic again. There must be one nearby. There is one in Starry, is there not? I can't remember. I need to get more antibiotics. I found a stack of 3, but it clearly wasn't enough. Okay, stand by. Equip a shotgun. Ooh, that is a rifle. I'll have a look in a second. Sewing kit, that could be useful. Okay. House is clear. Thank you, Ty Bavar. Thank you very much, Ty Bavar. Okay. Let's quickly get ourselves... Oops. Get ourselves a fire going. Get this chicken cooked again. Okay. I know, Ty Bavar. My character has been sick for like 3 streams. It's been a nightmare. Okay. Why are the footsteps so loud? I can turn them down if you wish. Are they too loud? Right. Trouble is, I've also used all of my clothing there. I need to be careful not to get a cut because I've only got like 1 bandage. I've got no spare rags. Thank you, Stuffy Jester and Delta. Thank you very much. Okay, so taking this bark, combining it with a stick. There we go, make a fireplace. There we go. So fireplace made, put the sticks in there, put the firewood in there. While we're here, we might be able to get a little bit more firewood to keep it burning. Gather long stick. Is that new? I seem to recall that you couldn't do that previously without a blade. Okay. What kind of food am I and my family making? I'm not sure. I'm going to go over to my mum's. Gather long stick. Is it not gather firewood? Maybe it needs a specific... Or maybe I do need a blade. Long stick. Dig up worms. Long stick, long stick. How strange. Never mind. Alright, take this stick and split it. Yeah, what do British people eat? Yeah, beans on toast, spam. Chicken vindaloo, that's very, very British, obviously. All curry's British, it's how it works. We eat lots of Chinese. Some Mexican food, but not much, to be honest. Bangers and mash, yes, yes, indeed. Did I leave the fireplace outside? I think I did, didn't I? Because I'm dense. There we go. Pick up the entire fireplace and move it indoors. Okay. Fuck me. Trevor's... Yeah, this fucking gameplay isn't exactly thrilling, is it? For the last several streams. Anti-Stasi done, or is it coming back? I have no idea. But we did play a shit ton of Anti-Stasi. I personally got pretty bored of it. Like, we saw everything there was to see. And then some. Okay, there we go. Right, so while I'm here... So, my hunter jacket is fine. My new police trousers are fine. My mountain backpack is worn. Let's just sharpen my combat knife. There we go. Even still, I think Agarob, I think Mike Force has gotten a bit, you know... we've seen everything there is to see. Wait, it's still damaged? Okay, just sharpening my knife. Okay. So, I need to try and find my way to yet another medical station to find some antibiotics. Because I've got to get rid of this fucking cough. Okay. My gloves, how clean are they? I'm going to take them off. There used to be a bug like years ago where you'd get sick if you ate wearing gloves. So little bites because I'm sick. Right. Hi there, Q. I hope you're very well. Hi there indeed. Sorry, one moment. I'm just going to blow my nose. Hang on. Sorry about that. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, good God. How close was that? Shit. Is it my area? Fuck, 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 fuck. Grab that and run. Yeah, it's in my area. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. It's spreading over the village. Well, that's unfortunate. If I stay there, I could get, yeah, it's army, the army is shelling to kill the Zeds. God damn it, that's the closest I've ever been hit by one of those. Oh, fuck. Quick, don't, oh, no, don't get bleeding, don't get bleeding. God damn, I nearly got knocked out as well. Fuck, I nearly just died. Okay, quickly. Treat my wounds, quickly. God, fucking damn it. I left my gun and sewing kit. Well, I left that rifle, but I didn't get a good look at it. Okay, stand by. I'm just going to see if I can use the iodine. Can I clean up my wound? No, I guess it's fine. Hope it's fine. I'm still outside freezing again, though. Well, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Okay, well, I've got some food and I've got a bit of water, so let me try and find a fucking clinic. So, hang on a second. So long as I don't meander too far from a water source. Let's have a look. So we are currently... So there's Starry. So we're here at... Is that Kamenka? Right, so we could go over here. There's a medical station over there. Let's follow this road westbound then. Yeah. So let's go west. Let's get my compass. Keep nibbling on food as I go and keep sipping drink. Okay, where's my compass? My compass is here. Compass says that way. Let's go. Oh shit, that was a bit close. Keep nibbling on food. Oh yes, I've got NVGs now, haven't I? Need to figure out a way of strapping them onto my head. Maybe I need a specific type of helmet. Okay. Quebec says, if I was open to a vanilla-style Namalsk server, would that be something I'd be curious to play? I don't know. Quebec, I'm just gonna be a bit brutally honest with you. I think you know when we've done servers in the past, our population has always been weirdly low, and it's starting to irk me a little bit. Like we shouldn't be having a population of 10 people, because then you never bump into anyone, and then nothing happens, and you have exactly what's happening right now, which is where I'm wandering from town to town, and I never encounter anybody. So the problem is, when we do our servers, they're all well and good, but we vet people so thoroughly that we only get like 7 people on. Peak time, we get like 30. And so you never bump into anyone. So, maybe... well, yes is the answer, but we gotta get a fucking full server, man. Like, we gotta get, like, at peak time, it should be completely rammed, like 60 people, if not more. Maybe I'm swimming alone in that, but yeah, like, we shouldn't get, like, 17 people on peak time. So, yes, sorry, the answer is yes, but please, we need to fill it. We really need to fill it. Sorry, which one is the Namalsk Sai? Is it the snowy one? Thank you, Duberly. Namalsk is smaller. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Yeah. As many people as it takes, so that when you fire a gun, there's a reasonable chance that someone is going to hear it. Whereas now, I could probably fire my gun, or at least it feels like it. It does say that it says that this server does have a pop, but I've never fucking found anyone. Haven't heard anybody in hours. It's weird. I'm starting to wonder, is this like server, has this faked its numbers? I did run away from a guy at the start. I did do that, yes. I was unarmed and I was worried he was going to murder me. Indeed, Quebec, indeed. In which case, yeah, so with this, you probably need at least 100 people on a server. With Chinaris, you know? Okay. Please don't vomit, please don't vomit. There's a military base over there. I would go over there, but I'm going to go to this medical station. Keep my weapon at the ready. Q and Sai, I'm just chilling in TeamSpeak this morning. If you just wanted to hang out, it's up to you. No pressure. I'm just going to go loot stuff and banter. Wait, have I eaten all the chicken? Hang on. Right. Well, no, see, belligerent. No, I, you know, I'm totally fine with battle royale, but at least in my opinion, the The shoot-on-site encounters are the least interesting part of the experience for me. So it's fine and all. Is that a car? But it's the tension of two people encountering each other with unclear motives. Shooting's fun and all, but if shooting's the only thing that happens, it's like, well, I'm like, yawn.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, sir?
Morning, you sexy devil. Yes, I'm good, thank you.
You good?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. I've literally just woken up. I'm like a pharaoh. Oh.
Yeah, I set my alarm early, but then I just ignored it.
That's fair.
I've only just realised just how tired I am. Just like this last few weeks, I'm just so tired.
Get old Soviet.
I know.
Oh.
I need a break. I need a proper break.
Yeah. If you were to go on holiday, like go and have like a holiday, a little like get away.
I don't
Where
really.
would you go?
I don't really do that personally. Just a few days where I'm not on any sort of schedule and I can just relax in front of the computer.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my jam. When I was a teenager, we would be dragged, dragged on holidays to like France or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's ruined the idea of the holiday for me. No, seriously,
yeah, that's fair enough.
I hated it. I hated it so much.
Soviet hates the French, everybody.
Yes. So it's part of like, I suppose, a bit of a complex for me because like when we were younger, me and my brothers, we weren't people to my mum. We were just property.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so we were just dragged from point to point, and we had no say in anything, and it got really frustrating. Like we got older and older, and it was still dragged from point to point, no say in everything. So like the moment I was legally able to say no, I just said no, and it came as this huge surprise to my dad in particular, because it was kind of like, no, I don't want to do that. I've got a job now. I can just buy what I want now. Sorry, it's becoming a therapy session.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll send you the check, my invoice.
Of course. Yeah, I just got so sick and tired of just being told what you are going to do today. I was like, no, I'm not going to do anything today.
Yeah, our parents, obviously, they'd plan like a family holiday, and the family holiday would be wherever they chose that they wanted to go. Because obviously, us as kids don't. Well, I mean, for us, we always used to generally enjoy the holiday that we went on, except I do remember one holiday. So I was, first of all, my parents, my mum in particular, not a fan of flying, so we were staycation people. We used to holiday in the UK. Generally just even in England. I used to go to Wales a little bit, but never used to really go to Scotland. I've been to Dublin once, and I've been to Amsterdam once, and that's it. And I remember we went to this place, and it was like a load of static caravans, and our dad had like paid for like a nice one.
Right.
But when we got there, they'd like overbooked or something, so we had to get another one because there was already a family in our chalet.
Oh no.
And the one that we got, it wasn't like bad, but the problem was with it that it was right on the edge of the campsite, and it was next to this like wood. And I remember I slept with the window open one night because it had that classic holiday camp problem where it didn't matter. The sun could have been like in supernova and they still had an 87 tog duvet on, like, you know, like the kind of thing that you have to like fight to get out of in the morning. And I remember opening my window and it was like I was the king of the jungle. Every insect in England had come into my bedroom. I had a grasshopper the length of a pen sitting on my fucking bed, just looking at me. And I was like, I just stayed underneath the duvet until one of the adults came and rescued me. I was under there for about 2 hours. There was flies, spiders, honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's got to be more insects in this room right now than there are in the woods. I don't know why. They just decided we're having him. That fucker there. Yeah, no, that was all right. I can't really think of any other holidays though. I do remember. I remember another one where we went like. Have you ever been like? I say caving, but like they do like guided tours through caverns and stuff like that.
No.
I remember really interesting because I remember this one. I was obviously only little, and all of the caves were about my height. So all of the adults and everyone older than me is in hard hats, like absolutely annihilating their heads on the roof of this cavern, spikes, things all sticking down and stuff. And I'm just gliding along. It's great. It's fantastic. All of the adults are hunched over, me back, me shoulder, and I'm like, oh, this is fantastic.
It's a lovely cave.
Absolutely, it's like Deep Rock Galactic for me. I was just walking along. It was perfect.
Rock and stone.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I must admit, as far as international travel, I'm criminally under-traveled. I've got I know that me and Helen are potentially thinking of doing Gamescom.
That's a
next
mistake.
year. Well, with potential, I just want to go and so I think the plan was originally we were going to go and do Gamescom, but we might sort of park halfway in between, sort of Cologne and Berlin, maybe. And just do it and see a few other things in and around Germany, for example, and then maybe do a bit of traveling, sort of, maybe possibly, I don't know, maybe go to Poland or something, have a look at some stuff. I don't know, we'll see. I had the opportunity, and it's a very sincere sort of rite of history, if you like, to go and have a look at one of the concentration camps in Poland. I forget which one it was, but. I ultimately didn't have the opportunity to go because it was a school trip, and the problem with the school trips is that they originally said, okay, it's going to be 600 quid, and then a month later it's 800 quid, and then a month later it's 1200 quid, and the price just kept going up. It just kept going up and up and up as like they just like couldn't, like, they weren't quite sure what they were going to be doing there, and so when they finally figured out what they were doing, the price just kept getting hiked, and coming from very much a working class family at the time. My parents just couldn't afford it, so I missed out on that opportunity, and it's something that I do want to go and see. Yeah, just as something, because
piece of history.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, but so other than that, yeah. So like I say, there's a little bit of traveling that I want to do. I'm thinking, I don't know whether I'm thinking like Gamescom over TwitchCon. Because I know those are the two really. And there's a couple of gaming conventions here in the UK. I think there's one that comes around in the NEC in Birmingham, which is a little bit less busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
I used to go to those, but I would do the whole Stormtrooper thing. So it was a totally different experience for me. Yeah. Because I would be standing stock in formation with like armored Stormtrooper cosplayers. And we would be like shepherded into a small room at the beginning, you see, because like I don't know why like you weren't allowed to like be shown changing on the floor or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so my experience of these conventions was to just march behind Darth Vader, and try your best to turn incredibly slowly, because I was terrified. You can't see shit in a Stormtrooper helmet. You cannot see. Yeah. And I was terrified that I was going to turn around and my gun was going to clothesline some 7-year-old who was standing next to me to take a picture.
I just made my peace with that growing up. I honestly did. If I ever went to like a cousin's birthday party and there was anyone under the age of 8 and there was a bouncy castle, I would inflict a fatal injury. Like there was no question about it. Someone over the course of that 4-hour party would be in tears as a result of me jumping on the bouncy castle and either just bowling them, and like the Wii Sports strike sign coming up. Yeah. Or they're like me, I like jump on and it just flings them off or something like that, or something to that degree. Yeah. And just so I made my peace with it young. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on my bit. And if someone just happens to, like, as I'm turning, run into them, I'm going to say, that's your fault. Social distance, my friend.
Yeah. we had, like, plain-clothed people that would walk next to us to, like, specifically spot things that we could trip over.
Right.
Like, there'd be one member of, like, the costuming group that'd be standing there making sure.
Something the Imperial Stormtroopers always lacked, I think. I think they really needed that. Yeah. To come and give him a hand. Yeah, no. There's a door frame there. Be careful, mate. Yeah. So watch the blast door.
My experience. Yeah, that's in that clip. Yeah. But my experience is completely different when it comes to conventions.
That's fair. I just want to go in totally, like I said, I've never done one before. I'm looking forward to all of these. I'm looking forward to the blistering heat. the not being able to find a chair, the con flu. I'm looking forward to it as an experience. I really am. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be nice.
Good.
My advice is bring a chair with you.
Hey, Social.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Sick.
You're sick?
Yeah. There was a few pangs of Nurgle's rot in there. I heard that.
Yeah. Grandfather Nurgle has been generous.
Thank you. I know a lot of people have been talking about the cold. I don't know whether it's that one you've got.
No, mine
Thank
is
you, Hockey and Stark.
generated
Thank
bunch
you.
of bile and it has nowhere to go but through my intestine, and I proceed to fire at both ends.
Nice. And by nice, I mean I'm very sorry to hear that.
I already have it down. I basically rotate on the toilet 90 degrees, so my head is in the sink and my ass is in the toilet.
That is a fine art.
Thank you for that mental image, Social.
It's just unfortunate that I've had to fucking learn that. I have to say, though, it feels like you're cleansed afterwards, because there's literally not an ounce of anything inside of you after.
You're a divine body.
Yeah, that's it, you know.
It's like one of those husks that you get from like a spider web.
Yeah.
Just send me to the Murim. I've cleansed all my chi. And
the blow away in the breeze.
Yeah, it's all gone. You know, fucking temple of a body afterwards. I'm not a complete wreck.
Oh, bless you, Social.
I'm having fun at work today as well. The boss has just sent me an email full of text messages of a problem on site. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, and it's like calling the contractor and being like, so I got sent some messages, can you tell me what's going on? And it's just like, I get this explanation, I'm like, great, okay, I'm gonna go do a drawing, I'm going to send it to you, let me know if I am even close. Just, yeah, I hate people trying to describe engineering problems verbally. It just makes things so much difficult.
Building's fucked, yo.
Nah, it's cowling for a roller shutter door. I just need to speak with the door manufacturer and find out why their fire-rated door needs to have fireboarding on it, because it kind of defeats the purpose of buying a fire-rated door.
Thank you, Shuffle. Thank you. And thank you, Angry TV Robot.
Just engineering things.
Yeah, well, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I should be alright. I had some pastry. I'm hoping that will help fill me again and help with the cramp. Yeah, so just chilling, really. Did you stick around for much of my dwarf fortress?
I saw some of it, but alas, I was doing some things. I was doing some audio editing, I'm afraid.
Yeah, nah, it's fine. I fucked up the fort. I delved too deep and went into a cavern.
Balrog.
Yeah, it's kind of a death sentence early on for new players like myself, because I don't know how to deal with the things that come out of the caverns.
Yeah. I must admit, I've been playing Warhammer Chaos Gate, that XCOM style 40k game, and they released a new DLC for it, and I don't know, I'm enjoying the new content, but there's this like distinct. I'm starting to notice that like it seems either that the developers are gods at the game, and you'd expect them to be because it's their baby, or they haven't really play tested the difficulty of what they've produced.
Right.
Because the vanilla game, obviously, you play like a bunch of Grey Knights fighting against Nurgle's, heretical forces, Plague Guard, all the rest of that good stuff, Poxwalkers, Plague Bearers, etc., etc. And it's, I don't know, like the vanilla missions are fine. You can get through it. They can be difficult sometimes. There are a lot of enemies. Generally, you can get through a mission, a bit like in XCOM, so there's a risk of maybe some of your guys getting injured. But generally speaking, if you keep your tactics in line, it's not going to be a total mess. However, the DLC missions that they've added just seem in like when compared to the vanilla missions, if I had the DLC disabled, I could play an extremely enjoyable set of missions as the Grey Knights. But when I turn the DLC on, these special plagues break out called technophage plagues, which spawn enemies that are more anti-armor, anti-large units. And you get a dreadnought in the place of, say, an XCOM mech, for example. You get a venerable dreadnought.
That's a good idea.
And yeah, the difficulty just doesn't seem to scale very well.
Steve.
That is to say that obviously the Dreadnought is a very powerful tool, but at the start of the game you don't get the Dreadnought. You have to unlock it over a subsequent series of missions, but the missions are scaled at the start of the game like you have the Dreadnought.
Oh, really?
Which means, so like, honestly, like the start of the mission, so again, it's very XCOM-esque. In the place of meld, you have Archaeotech canisters. Which you use to upgrade some special units like the Dreadnought. And like I had to like basically, because these missions obviously propagate the bloom, this disease that's going across the sector, and so you can't just ignore the technophage missions because they could, if you ignore them, the bloom could spread quite a lot and really fuck you up for the mid to late game because there's just so much disease everywhere. It's really, the whole point is trying to contain it, and trying to get through it with an early game crew, because it's exactly like XCOM in that when you first start, you've mostly got rookies. That the hardest point in that game is getting started, because no one's got any skills, no one's got any abilities.
Rookie Grey Knights?
Well, as
I was
in, like,
about to say, yeah.
Okay, fine, yeah.
Rookie,
like,
the most
yeah, I
elite
get what you mean.
anti-chaos force in the galaxy?
Yes, yeah. Tell me about it. But yeah, like. But like subsequently, as you like level them up, they obviously get better and better and so on. But yeah, like like I say, like the difficulty scaling just doesn't seem to be quite there. I won't go into like obviously like an insane amount of detail, but I remember there was a mission to get like a frigate, right, to support your main ship, because it's a little bit like XCOM 2, where you have to fly your ship from place to place in order to complete objectives. And the idea is that you get like a little supporting frigate that can move independently of your main vessel, so it can go to special incursions on its own. I understand that's a very powerful tool and that the mission is supposed to be very hard. And there's these special objectives called Glorious Deeds, which get you like bonus resources if you complete them. They're like hamstring objectives. They're like things that make the game artificially difficult, like don't use grenades. You're not allowed to heal on this mission. And if you manage to get through the whole thing doing it, you get some bonus stuff at the end. But the developers basically said this story mission, if you can complete this mission in 12 turns, you get this extra requisition points and stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's give that a go. We can try and complete this in 12 turns. The level is so unbelievably difficult. I have like quite a late game squad. I had the Dreadnought. I had 4 like pretty well equipped Grey Knights at this point, like pretty much little super soldiers in their own right. It took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to clear that mission and almost 28 turns. And I was trying to move as fast as I possibly could without just reckless abandon and losing my Grey Knights. And I was thinking to myself, have the developers played this? Because I've played quite a bit of Chaos Gate at this point, right? I wouldn't consider myself totally trash at it.
Yeah.
But the idea of trying to complete that mission in 12 turns,
yeah,
it just completely like impossible. It took me 2 hours of like near cautious like movement in order to even survive, let alone actually just try and breeze through and get all of the objectives done at once. Like I was clinging on with my fingernails at some point to not lose the squad.
Yeah.
And I was like, how am I supposed to bum rush this?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go into too greater detail, but I've got like a whole fucking video chapter that I'm doing just talking about how quality assurance is just a fucking... It just... You know, some developers don't fucking playtest. They just don't bother, like, putting this in front of people who aren't them and getting their feedback and responding to that feedback. And so you get this weird result where the developers know how it's supposed to work, but to everyone else it's madness.
Yeah,
not specifically to do with difficulty, more to do with just, like, they clearly, this is such an internal idea that they haven't thought it through at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it just seems very strange. And so the The DLC's been like review bombed down to mostly negative because of like the fact that it's insanely hard, and there's also there's maybe a little bit of, I don't know how much you could say that there was a little bit of like a marketing strategy on their part where they were like, oh, you get to play with the Venerable Dreadnought, but what they happened to leave out of the message was that he's only available during certain missions, so you can't use him all the time. Which obviously a lot of people, I've personally found that to not be too much of it. I know for a lot of people they were pretty pissed about it, but there's enough of these technophage outbreaks where he does get to stretch his legs a reasonable amount. You don't get to take him to the end boss, which seems a bit strange. Like one of your most powerful assets, and you just, no, we're not bringing him. We want to give Chaos a chance.
He's a Venerable Dreadnought. You don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
He's got to go back and tell the stories of the chapter to the neophytes.
Yeah.
Bring him out every 100 years.
It's really weird. There was also like another thing, just as far as logic is concerned. So when you find the Venerable Dreadnought, he's actually not part of your strike force. He's part of another Grey Knight strike force, which has been air quotes wiped out, and he's the only remaining one. And what's strange is that he's a lone Venerable Dreadnought. He's got no ship. He's got no supporting like knights. He's got nothing around him, and yet he's able to move system to system and randomly appear sometimes as this like guardian, like that just happens to appear in a level that you're playing on every once in a while until you eventually unlock him. And I'm like, Brother Krask, how are you getting around right now? Do you have like a little like sort of like rocket ship that you just go and fly around, or do you just like strap a couple of like plasma canisters to your back and launch yourself into the air to fly across the system and like land somewhere? How are you getting around? You've got no strike force. But yeah, he just randomly appears and he's like, hello, brothers. You know, I'm like,
I've arrived.
Yeah, I'm like, where have you come from?
Have you read some? Do you remember? Was it 1D4chan, the wiki page?
Not familiar.
There was a whole bunch of like fan fiction stories about like just lots of different 40k things, and one of them was really funny because it was talking about, you know, is it Bjorn the Fell Hand? You know, the fucking Space Wolf Dreadnought.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, how he's so sick and tired. Like every time he wakes up from his slumber, he's like, "What is your command? Like, where is the battle?" But they don't want him to do battle. They just want him to tell stories. Because he's a Venerable Dreadnought. He was around at the days of Russ. He was one of like the chosen bodyguards of Russ.
Yeah.
And so it's like he gets really sick and tired. So eventually he wakes up and like, oh, okay, you want me to tell you about Russ? But then one day they're like, no, we want you to go into battle. He's like, hot diggity, time for battle. You know? Like, holy shit.
Holy God. That's great.
And then, do you know about that meme about the Blood Raven chapter stealing everything?
No.
Basically, someone made a game, Dawn of War.
Yeah.
And they introduced their own custom Space Marine chapter, but it has unlocks of gear.
Yeah.
But a lot of the gear doesn't make any fucking sense if you think about it for even a moment, because it's like they've got Grey Knight weapons or whatever. Because it's a computer game. It's an unlock for a computer game.
Yeah.
So the meme started that the Blood Raven Space Marines were just famous thieves.
And so, find a chapter.
Yeah, and so one of these stories is that Bjorn the Fellhand wakes up from his slumber only to find that he's on a Blood Raven ship.
Yeah.
And it turns out they've stolen him. And he's like, "You thieving motherfuckers!" And he's like, "Wait a minute, what do you think about wolves?" And they look at each other and they go, "We're neutral on wolves." And he's like, "Good, hate the fuckers, let's go." Space Wolf Bjorn goes off to go fight for the Blood Ravens.
Yeah, would have been really great if the Blood Ravens were. He was like, "Oh my God, I'm finally free of those storytelling bastards." And they wake him up and they're like, "Tell me a story."
Yeah.
No.
Must suck though to be in a fucking dreadnought.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people in chat like the idea of sort of spiritually inhabiting a giant mech suit of just kapow.
Yeah.
Does it have a gigantic penis to go with it?
If you want one, Harry, we can surely talk to the Chaos Gods and get one put on for you.
What are they called again?
Dreadnought.
Harry the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think. Well, do you know what a dreadnought is, Harry?
No.
So imagine a coffin, right?
Yeah.
But it's cybernetic, so you're dead, sort of. Like you've been so badly wounded that you're basically dead.
Okay.
But then they hook your body up. They hook your coffin, your sarcophagus, up to a fighting vehicle. So even in death, you still serve.
Does my penis work?
I don't think you have a penis or legs or hands or eyes.
Yeah, you've been pretty badly maimed.
You're like a
Damn.
stump.
Fuck. Well, then if there's no penis, I don't want to be a dreadnought. Like,
But-
what are you supposed to? What are you supposed to do? Like to
Kill
pee?
the enemies of the Emperor.
Oh yeah, but you know other people can do that.
Fuck it.
Other
Other
if I can't pee, there's a problem. I need to be able to drain fluid.
I'm here to fuck brothers.
Yeah.
You know.
Here to fuck the brothers?
Excuse me.
Let's not. On second thoughts, let's not wake up Harry the Dreadnought.
Yeah, let's just leave that switched off.
Leave him in the
Yeah,
fortress.
a little post-it note saying, "Do yeah, on
Do
the
not
switch,
wake up
You
this
do not
Dreadnought."
wake."
Under any circumstances, unless for a party.
Yeah.
Then the enemy at the gate, like all the other dreadnoughts are in service, and there's just this one dreadnought sitting alone.
Yeah.
Do we activate him?
Yes, hello.
The fortress monastery is under attack. I don't know.
It said don't under any circumstance. It's an emergency.
I like to think there's like a chaos incursion on the ship, and like they're in the room with Harry, and then just from the other side of this door, they just flick him on, and you just hear screaming from the other side of the door.
The chapter serfs are panicking. It's like have you read that story? I think it's one of the Horus Heresy books where they wake up a dreadnought, but they forgot to tell him that they're traitors.
Oh, right.
You see that one?
No, I
Okay.
haven't
So
seen
like
that one.
they're explaining like the ship is under attack. We have to defend it. Who's attacking? The Ultramarines. And he's like, the Ultra what? But yeah,
That's great.
because he's been
Got to
sleeping
tell
this
him.
whole time
Yeah.
throughout. You know, all the
So who are the Ultramarines?
they're like
Is
the
that
good guys, like the really
Oh.
good guys. Yeah.
The real goody two
Yeah.
shooters guys.
Hey, Dodge.
Hello,
Yeah.
Dodge.
Yeah, that was a
Dodge,
cool
your
story.
voice
Actually.
sounds sexy today.
He just woke up. Yeah.
No, I've been at work for a few hours.
Oh.
How you guys? You all alright?
Yeah, not too bad, Dodge. Yeah, good fun.
Chilling. I've been playing DayZ, and my experience in DayZ has been bump into fucking nobody, sneeze and cough for like 4 hours in the game.
It's been
'cause my
entertaining to watch. Yeah, it's like Flu Sim 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, and the only thing that's happened to me is I stepped in a bear trap that some knobhead left on a set of stairs and ruined my trousers. That's it.
The standard DayZ
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Is this Dinkle DayZ?
Nah,
Yeah,
no,
just
no.
like a random server.
Just, yeah, I just wanted to find one with a full population.
Is there?
There's meant to be.
There's a full
I don't-
population who just hasn't seen any of them. Yeah.
He's running
They're all
around.
hiding in Cherno having
Do
a
they-
party and didn't invite
Do
them.
I
Yeah.
smell or something? What the fuck?
I mean, we
How
can
many-
answer
how
that
many is the
honestly.
full-
if you want.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Well,
I like to think that this is like 15 minutes into like the COVID announcement, the entirety of Chinaris. There's blood on the walls, no toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's a grim reality.
everyone's foraging for melons.
Yeah,
It's basically England in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Our
Well,
DayZ people laughed at us. Our DayZ experience, though.
It's training, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, when you invest into basements, it's not really a good investment. Like, I feel like Britain is like
Where
you're gonna
else am I
sink
gonna
your
put
own
my
island.
murder dungeon if I don't invest in a basement.
Dude, that's what I'm afraid of. Is like I feel like under London there's at least 2 torture chambers.
You can go and visit one of them. It's
The-
called the London Jail.
Yeah,
on
they're
there.
not
gonna say,
under.
yeah,
We just built
yeah,
them
we-
on the surface.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hideout torture. It was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Where do you think we send tax evaders?
The gallows.
That after the torture
That's
chamber.
I was going to say that's
Yeah.
that's a
Would
bit
like
quick.
to do unless you're a Conservative Party
They-
peer.
You just need because you need them to pay taxes still. You can't just off them.
Exactly. Yeah. They need to learn the error of their ways.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the UK, historically, we seem to vote for the tax evaders. So.
Honor amongst thieves, I guess.
Absolutely.
The cabbage won though. The cabbage did win.
We either vote for them or put them on 9 out of 10 cats.
That's the one. I
Nothing's
was going to say,
between.
yeah.
I love 9 out of 10 cats, dude. Great
You mean
show.
8 out of 10 cats? Or
No, Countdown is fucking amazing.
the countdown version of it is brilliant.
I
That's Rachel
l-
Riley.
I legitimately died. I spent like at least a year just binge watching Countdown. A year of my life went to watching Countdown. What's that guy? The one guy with the beard and and he drinks beers and is really stupid.
Oh, God damn it.
But-
Kind of
Is that
reminds me of
Joe?
me. Yeah,
Thank you,
Joe.
Joe Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
God, I love love him. He's a fucking absolute knob. There was one time he had the answer because it was super easy. He's like, Rachel, please don't
Oh,
change
they
it.
spin the number again. Yes.
Yeah, Rachel, please. No.
I must admit, I quite like Taskmaster as a sort of like a sort of a sitcom thing, I guess.
Oh my God, yes.
And it's really good, just getting them to do random shit.
The James A. Caster series was the one that got me for sure.
Yeah,
and
he's such an odd character, but there's no one else like him.
Yep.
Exactly.
He's just this unique breed. I forget what I think Kettering he's come from. I don't know what's going on in there.
Kettering, massive, yes.
Yeah.
Watch
all
out for the
legends,
water
yes.
there.
Yeah.
The legends.
I don't
It's
know
quite an
what's
easy one to binge watch on YouTube as well, just like clips of it. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that because what's the one guy with the really big teeth?
It's Britain. You got to narrow it down.
yeah.
The curly hair and big teeth.
Yeah,
Richard Ayoade?
Josh
Richard.
Widdicombe. maybe.
Yes, Josh.
Josh
Yeah.
Whittaker. Oh, Josh Whittaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Rob Beckett. Rob Beckett's the one that they always joke.
Beckett.
Oh yeah, Beckett's got the absolute
But
tombstones,
he's
mate.
short hair. So, yeah.
Like he had to have gotten those worked on. Like there's no way. That was some. They put in some horse teeth for him. Like my God.
Yeah, honestly,
What type of teeth would you like, sir?
that's the one.
I think I feel like a horse today.
They are absolute monoliths, mate.
He doesn't eat at a table. He eats at a trough.
Stonehenge, let me tell you.
Drop.
Those steak he could eat a steak in one bite probably with those things.
Yeah, you bite through concrete.
Yeah.
Down. Load.
What you downloading?
DayZ.
Ah. Have I tempted you?
Yeah.
I don't know how, because this fucking gameplay's shite.
This is my game. This is my kind of game, man.
Well, you
Walk
can just
around
sit
doing
there and do nothing.
Oh.
There.
Fucking, I'm trying to fucking find people or whatever.
And we've spent thousands of hours of our lives doing this. Yeah.
Oh.
What's my standalone? Oh my God, I probably have like.
Whoops.
That's when I first started playing it. Really. I missed the whole epoch. I didn't get to play it.
Oh,
The glory days,
good old
mate.
days,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I remember when I remember the first encounter I ever had with ZF back when I
I'm
was
very
before
sorry, whatever it was. I can't remember what it was.
ZF. No, it wasn't you. It was Hatchet, Tom, Marbles, and a few other people. We just stumbled into a barn at the Northwest Airfield, and Hatchet was in there with a car and a safe, and he kind of freaked out when he'd heard us walking, because he'd heard our footsteps. But rather than click lock safe, he clicked pack safe. He packed it. So all of his equipment, all of his gear fell on the floor after we shot him. So we loaded all of his shit in a car and tried to drive off. But obviously, being you lot, there was like an anthill of people around. Now, I think it was Marbles was in a Cessna, the little light aircraft, and obviously being Armour 2, the Cessna had an air radar, so they could track us on the ground as we were driving around in his UAZ. So we ultimately realised at some point we're not going to outrun a light aircraft. We like basically dumped the car in a garage, locked it, and ran off because we were like, well, we've got the key. Like, they're not going to be able to get any of the gear from it, and you were trying to like goad us up in side chat. You're like, oh, we've got the car now, you shitheads, and all that. And we were going, well, we've got the key. So we ended up hatching this plan where I took the key. So this was Gorka. This was in.
I think I remember this. Was I in the chat when this was happening?
It might well have been. I can't remember.
I remember they were going apeshit about stealing one of the PMC vehicles.
Well, so we weren't even PMC. At that
Okay,
point,
maybe it's a different thing.
We might have been PMC.
I remember
we were PMC when
they were making a
joined.
big song and dance about nicking one of their vehicles. I might have been there. Carry on, sorry.
So basically what happened was X-Ray, it was me and X-Ray, and we basically filtered down the hill south of Gorka. We went and sat in the trees there. The Cessna circled overhead. We saw two SUVs pull in, one of them armed, one of them not. There was about 5 of you guys, 2 of us. We didn't really like our odds at that point because we weren't exactly DayZ pros. So we hatched a plan. X-Ray stayed on the south side of Gorka, and I took the key around to the west, right out to the west, and hooked around to the north side of Gorka on the edge of the town. It took me about half an hour to do it quietly.
Yeah.
And then X-Ray started shooting at a helicopter that you guys had brought in. It was a Huey, and obviously back in the day, what you used to do is you used to hover your Huey over your enemies to like basically paint them, because you can't shoot directly through the floor of a helicopter at the pilot. Not with small arms anyway, like you'd probably have it on DayZ, like an assault rifle or something. And so X-Ray made all of this song and dance down on the south side of Gorka. And then I went back in through the north, got in the car and drove off.
Nice.
And they were like, yeah, so they shot X-Ray. They were like, oh, you shitheads, yeah, oh, you know, fuck you. And then about 20 minutes later, the chat went quiet and we got a good game. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, there was so much stuff like that.
Yeah, it was good times. Yeah, I also liked how, because you had like a group and we had like a group, and hell, all over a DayZ mod generally, it wasn't just a case of everyone solo and maybe camping Sniper Hill. Like, this area here would be way more dangerous, like this Gorka petrol station. Oop. Because like a clan was living there?
Exactly, yeah.
So the whole map became like a unique fingerprint.
Yeah. You had like faction areas of the map. Like, if I want to go through, they're going to be around there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be taking the long way round.
That's where the bomb clan are
live.
living.
Yeah. So you guys had Cherno. Spicky had nipple juice up by Dubrovka.
I remember that.
Obviously we had the northeast where the castle was. Couple of things, right? Do you remember on the you did the Siege of Willow Lake stuff?
Yeah.
What you guys may not have realised or may not have noticed was that when we shot you, so you guys went in your Black Hawk to go and grab some more ammunition, and you got shot out of it by X-Ray.
Yeah.
He picked me up from the coast with your minigun ammunition, and we went and torched all of your helicopters on your base. And I don't think anybody really noticed because you were busy sieging our castle.
I know, it's such a shame because we were expecting you to be there. and the time before, just remembering that, do you remember when we started shooting at your front door, like your garage door? And then it turns out that one of you was behind us, and I can't remember who you shot, or you shot somebody. But what happened was, immediately afterwards, there was panicked confusion, and we just kind of distributed ourselves across the forest and just started shooting each other.
I just started shooting.
Because I shot someone else shot someone. It was just like a panic fucking mess. It was great.
We just started shooting each other.
Yeah.
And I just cannot impress as well how, like, the fact that castle, the focus of all of your fucking effort was not the clan base. That was my house. The clan base was in the cave about like 200 meters behind it. Fantastic. And fucking Zulu was living out of a camo net under a tree, like about 500 meters north. That was my house. And because it got some time on the limelight in the bullshittery, I'd have fucking tourists come round the place. I'd be like, fuck off. You know, it was a morning routine. It was like, I'd like wake up, brush my teeth, you know, make some cereal, remove Saggy from out under the vehicle ramp. You know, that was part of the morning routine. He'd always be, every morning I'd log in and he'd be like under the castle foundations trying to glitch into my fuck off, Saggy. Every morning.
Oh, dear.
And people would be like, oh, look, it's the PMC castle. I know, fuck it. Like the French guy from Monty Python. I spitted you. Yeah, like, go away.
Have you seen what Bavin did with it?
Don't know.
So there's little more than a ruin in the standalone there now. It's just a few stones. But when you go there, there's a custom sound trigger. You hear like the echoey sound of the Willow Lake siege on the wind.
Nice.
On our server. Sorry.
Yeah, that's very cool. I had no idea. That's really cool.
So you go around certain areas and you can just, in the distance, you can just hear like the like you climb the ladder at Cherno and you can just hear "Baby, give it up" just on the wind.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Little memories in the server.
Little callbacks, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. But yeah, the mod was cool.
Do you remember always trying to scramble for Green Mountain to get the thermal optic from there?
Yeah.
That was good shit.
And then we took it out because it was bullshit.
Yeah.
That's such a bullshit item, the thermal optic. It's like, cover is now pointless. So I can see you from like 5 kilometers away.
Yeah.
The server I used to play on, it was really, really limited in how often it came about, and it was just so OP.
Yeah. Did I've told many times the story, like how I met Sai?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Long story short, he saved my ass when I called for help on side chat. But it turns out the whole time that he was taking me to give me blood, he was taking me to the forest to go shoot me. Like typical Psy.
I'll say on brand, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But the only reason he didn't is because he says that he felt sorry for me. I choose to believe that I charmed him with my smooth British accent, the uncouth ruffian that he is.
I know which I think's more plausible, but
Yeah.
I was able to use my British charms, and he was like, "Ah, yes, I feel charmed. I'm not going to harm him." Because, he's... such sophistication is rare
absolutely, yes.
amongst, Singapore at the time, I guess. He was living in Singapore. Wait, was he? I can't remember.
Back then, I think he was, yeah.
Oh, dear.
It was only because his ping was so high that he couldn't actually aim at you, you realise. That's the whole reason behind it.
I was sitting still bleeding on the floor. I had no chance. Actually, no, sorry, that's not true. My legs were broken and I didn't have any morphine because morphine fixed a broken leg, apparently.
Yeah, I loved the mechanics of that, yes. Yeah. Basically walk through the pain. It's like the equivalent of the old PE teacher telling you to walk it off, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll always remember we had an altercation. It was the Clen Trader City on top of that hill by Krasnodar.
Yeah.
I'd ended up playing Hero, and I had about 6,000 humanity, and obviously getting humanity was a lot harder than losing it. But I managed to get the 5,000 humanity to get to hero status. That gave me access to the Hero Trader, which was obviously quite everything was at like a 20% discount up there, whereas at Bandit it was a little bit more expensive. And I remember, I think either Tom or Cramps had just installed Infinistar on the server. It was like an anti-hack software. And it had this, for some reason, I don't know whether it hadn't been configured properly or there was a bug, but there was this random chance where when you shot a bullet, if there was like just a slight bit of packet loss, just at that one moment when you shot your gun, the server would be like, "You're a hacker," and delete all of your ammunition. So I was playing with Echo, and obviously I was a hero, he was a bandit, but we were obviously mates, so we were still playing together. And there was a guy at the Trader City, and so he ran out to shoot him, and he shot him in the chest with his DMR, and he downed him, and he didn't kill him, and it deleted all of his ammo, and he didn't have like a melee weapon or anything. And I thought to myself, we kind of like, oh shit, he's going to wake up and kill us because we've overdone. So I had to go over to him, and while he was unconscious on the floor, and be like, "I'm very sorry, I'm playing a hero, but we have fired fire, and I can't trust that you're not going to shoot us." I pressed my M9 SD into his head, so I'm very sorry. Please understand that I'm friendly.
As you cap his face.
Hit. Yeah. Oh God.
How to win friends and influence people.
Yeah. Do you remember your first ever kill in DayZ?
Do I? I don't think I do. I don't think it was particularly momentous.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember the first one. There were so many serious.
Yes, of course. Yes, long.
Yeah,
So
I
mention
can't
one.
remember.
It's just
Hey,
talk.
Bevan.
Hello.
I remember my first. He was crawling under a
Absolutely.
fence. He was following me.
She looked like a wardrobe. No, sorry.
He was following me at Berezino, I think it was, or was it far east, that town. But he was crawling underneath one of those concrete walls, and I panicked and I shot him in the face.
No.
And I felt like shit because I was like, was he like coming to get me, or was he just like minding his own fucking business? I ruined his weekend.
Yeah.
My first kill was accidental, and it was a what's it called? Teamwork kill.
Huh?
Nice.
Poro and I killed a man accidentally.
Poro and I double
In
teamed
quotes,
man.
accidentally, yeah.
Yeah, it was completely accident. So we found him, we handcuffed him, and we stole his beans.
As you do, yeah.
As such, he starved to death because he didn't have his beans. But we found that out months later.
Aww.
When I was talking to him on TeamSpeak, and he's just like, "I actually died because of that. Because you took the one thing I needed."
You monsters!
I think I could so back when we like it was one of the many times our standalone server had gone up, and I was basing not far north from Kamenka. And I actually ended up bumping into a player totally fresh, totally new, fresh, like straight off the boat. He'd only played it for a couple of hours. And I remember thinking, you and me, we're going to have a great time. So I harkened back to the days where, you know, I'd first started the game. It was all about the survival and stuff like that. And this guy was obviously clearly still in that limelight. And so I was like, oh yeah, let's go and loot and go and do some stuff. And like, we did some base building, and it was a great stuff. And we honestly, he seemed to really enjoy having like his first interaction being a friendly one. And then the next day, I get a Discord message. And it's from a random player on the server. I forget the name of the guy who sent it to me. Obviously, he'd been whitelisted, so I didn't know the name. But like, it just came out of the blue, and it was a video. It was an AVI, and it was essentially this guy that I'd met the other day. Was standing outside my base, and he was handcuffed on the floor and bloodied. And what had happened is this random player had found him, but then he'd obviously come by the base to come and find his new friend, and he'd actually bumped into this random bandit, and he was handcuffed on the floor, like, and it was kind of like, do you know, in The Dark Knight where the Joker's doing that like homemade like video with the guy in the meat locker.
It like
Tell me your name.
he's like, my name's Michael. I'm here to try and find Quebec, and he's just like, please don't kill me. And he's like, ooh. Ends with him begging for his life with his mouth like wrapped around the barrel of a shotgun. And he blows his head off, and I'm like, and he just sends that to me. I'm like, oh my god.
I thought I was thought I was dark.
I was like, oh, Jesus. What a Saturday.
Yeah.
What a Saturday.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really good. Oh Christ, yeah.
It's full of like it's a unique game in that regard, isn't it?
I can't think of any other game that's had interactions like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Callow.
real sort of unfiltered, player on player, unstructured interactions.
What's it?
Stories you can get.
Yeah.
Like when Edberg declared war on the Church of Bavon.
Was that the Starry fight? Because that was amazing.
Yes.
You had like a million cultists in a church. Mm-hmm. And for some reason they were holding car doors? Was that like a shield? What was that about?
Yeah, to look out.
That's actually sick. If you're just holding a car door as a riot shield.
Riot shields, yeah.
He had his cultists.
I know a lot of people have like grandeur about like, oh, I'm going to make a base, I'm going to get all the guns on the server, and I'm going to be the king. But I really, really just want to be a bus driver on the standalone. I don't know. I just really want to just pick people up on the coast, you know. Oh, you got a can of beans? That'll do. Get on, you fucker. Let's take you up north. I don't know why.
They're missing not the point of the game, maybe, because obviously it's subjective to what experience you want, but they're missing some of the finer points and some of the finer experiences you can have with the game.
Yeah.
What, these days? Yeah, what, as in they decay into just shooting, or?
Well, as in, like, you can play the game and just become like this, like Q says, like, just build a massive great base and just hoard all guns and never go out and interact with people.
Yeah.
Or you can go out and have these, you know, random conversations with people and, oh, you need some of this? Yeah, let's go and find some of this together. You know, we'll go and find you some antibiotics, or, you know, we'll go and do this, or whatever it is, yeah.
I've got a genuine hot take here. Like, I'm genuinely interested to know your minds about it, right? Because, like, I'm torn over the idea of base building. That is to say that, like, what people use base building for is, like, as you say, an opportunity. They just go out, they loot, they bring everything back to their base, and there comes a point where you go, oh, I've got everything now. I don't need to go and loot anymore. And so, like, is base building, while it is an extra gameplay loop to explore, is it ultimately detrimental to the gameplay experience? Because, like, looting and going out and interacting with people is the point. If like, I know obviously putting things in tents in the day and having them stolen was frustrating, but surely the impermanence of your loot was the thing that made the point of going out and looting, like, interesting, I guess. Because there comes a point where you just assume a critical mass of things, and you literally just live in your base indefinitely.
There's no consequence to dying at that point, because, oh, I've died. Well, I'll just go and get one of the other, you know, HK417s from my armory, and that's me back up and running within minutes.
Exactly. So I don't know whether or not base building. So, like, things like stashes and stuff obviously kind of serve a semi-sane purpose, because you can bury those, and they're near impossible to find. But not impossible. A lot of the bases, I mean, I remember that I built my base in a barn, and there was so much honeycombing inside it that I was like, it is genuinely going to take somewhat. So it was kind of like a stealth base. It was pretty much that barn you were running up on there, so it pretty much exactly the same design.
Yeah.
But like, I'd honeycombed the inside of it so much that like anybody to get in there would need satchel charge after satchel charge, and knowing what the server's loot economy was like, it was no one was ever going to. First of all, it just looked like a barn from the outside, so nobody really knew what the wealth was like on the interior. So no one would commit 8 satchel charges to looting what looks like just a basic base from the exterior.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, the loot was essentially permanent. So I like something that I was kind of wrestling with the idea when I was talking to because I've been thinking about making an Amalsk server for a little while.
Ooh, nice.
But like the issue was like, do you put base building in? Because like it obviously creates a place where your gear is obviously safe, but there does come this point where people just hoard loot like dragons. They go out and like loot everything, and then there comes a point where there's literally nothing to do because they've gotten all of the loot. The permanence, the security in what they have basically means they no longer need to experience the looting gameplay. And just watching Soviet here, the looting gameplay is 99% of what you're doing. So once you finish that, once you've basically completed that arc and there's nothing left to do, then there's no reason to keep playing DayZ.
But on just to provide like the positive aspect on the other side of that, I'm not disagreeing. I totally agree. You've got to consider the fact that the base building, in addition to basically it lets you get attached to a specific area. So right now I'm roaming around looting, but I don't feel like I'm really attached to this area in any way. I have no home. I'm a murder hobo right about now. Whereas if I, for example, live in Cherno and this is my patch, I somehow feel much more attached and interested in surviving in one area rather than just aimlessly roaming. And also, sorry, just to add to your scenario, consider the fact that base building, yes, it does do that. You do reach a point of satiation, but that can be alleviated with the presence of traders, which act as a sink to drop gear that you don't want or have too much of to provide currency, which can subsequently be stolen by other people. So there is an offset. No, it's not perfect, of course.
I found a teddy bear.
There's still a satiation point, but the traders do alleviate and also provide the danger of having to leave your base to go to those traders to sell shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
But, I mean, I would say that the question of is it good or... Sorry, bear with me. Shit. The question of whether it's good or bad, the DayZ mod has taught me that different strokes for different folks when it comes to what they prefer in their survival game.
Yeah.
Some people will probably swear up and down that base building is the only way to do this, and others will be just as fervent about the opposite, that base building is horrendous. You can only set up a server and then it will cater to a specific slice of the audience, but not all.
Right. I think ultimately, because I remember when I was snowballing the idea with Digi, because obviously Digi it's like every few months he'll spend a few days working on the ZF server, and I was kind of like I just wanted to know his mind on it, and he would be like, if I was to look in the mouse server and I was to like maybe enhance what you could bury and what you could stash, camo net tents, potentially even lock tents, maybe we'll depending on. What would your thoughts be on no base building, not being able to secure a building or something like that? And he would be like, that would be a deal breaker for me, personally.
Okay.
So it would be. It is interesting, and it is kind of hard because again, there's, as you say, there's so many different flavors as to what people is their DayZ experience, as you say.
Yes. I think I sit somewhere in the middle ground there, where I think I like the base building aspect of it, but I think it was they were too indestructible.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah,
I think if you made base building, my personal perspective, base building, I quite like that aspect of the game, but I think it should be easier to break into somebody's base. So walls should have less hit points, or whatever it might be. It's something to us, or make the upkeep so much more expensive that it's not feasible to have a giant monster sky base. It's some sort of balancing between stopping that I'm just going to sit behind my walls and hoard everything to actually this isn't practical, I'm going to use this as a base of operations, I'm going to keep a few med supplies here, that kind of thing, and still go out and experience the world. So I kind of sit somewhere in the middle where I like the mechanic, but I think it could use some balancing, certainly.
And
Yeah.
I would add and say that the moments, so those moments where I've got a base that is under attack and I'm defending it, have been some of the most incredible moments in a survival
Yes.
game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will add that
Good to know the mod.
one issue we had with our DayZ server was Edberg's minions, we'll call them,
Really.
essentially took over a school. And in that school was more than half of the server's weapons.
Oh, really? Oh,
So that's why there wasn't many weapons spawning. It
Yeah.
wasn't that there wasn't many on the loot table. No,
Edinburgh
they
running
had it
re-education
stored.
centres.
yeah.
Yeah, it was all in these schools,
That-
in this one school. And they
That's-
had like 3 helicopters. They had most of the server's
Loot economy.
Yeah,
to
so
the point where they're just like, we just put all these weapons in the church for you. And like, what are you doing with all these weapons? You don't need this many.
And that's apparently I remember reading forum posts from years ago. That's a legitimate problem that they struggle with when they put in their persistent economy idea, because
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
benefits of the mod was back in the day was that the loot would spawn around you, which meant yes, loot cycling was a problem, but it meant that what someone else was doing over there didn't fucking matter to what you found. There was always a small chance that you would find something.
Yeah.
So that is in fact not a specific problem to any one server. That's Bohemia introducing a major issue with persistent loot.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to counter. Because
yeah,
like,
really, yeah.
nails, for example. Everyone wanted to see nails spawn in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's like, okay, up the price of nails. But here's all these people with thousands of guns they can just sell and buy
Yeah.
as many nails as they want.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they've
a
got
problem.
the monopoly again.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a fiendishly complicated, the interaction of all of these different elements of both mod and standalone.
I can't
And-
find any food.
You can't really admin that either. You can put rules in to say, okay, well, don't do that. They're going to do it.
Yeah, but and if anything, I find personally this is just one of the most intriguing elements of this type of game mode, because it always feels like it's on the cusp of design perfection, but there's always something that's like, oh no, this doesn't work, or that doesn't work, or how do we remedy this problem?
It's also kind of like the chaos effect of introducing a very small change that you might think, oh, this is fine. We'll just add, this is something that we fix is going to fix X problem over here. And then suddenly Y problem occurs and nobody can get any loot anywhere, or loot value goes sky high, or whatever it might be.
I think it happens with any game. There will be a gamer who no-lifes it and ruins the fun for other people.
That one person that lives on the server 18 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I need to stay ahead of Ed. I've got to just be on the server for 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that's been quite insightful then, because I wasn't necessarily looking for, homies in camp, yes base or no base, but it's definitely, because I was wrestling with the idea of it, because I was like, okay, so Namalsk is a smaller map, which is great
Yes.
for obviously running into more players and having more interactions, but quite a lot of Namalsk's map is wilderness, which means
Yes.
there's not actually that many settlements and buildings when you compare it with something like Chernarus. So after a time, let's say if we have a constant 40-player server pop for like the next 2 weeks, there will come a point where it's like you'll run into a small settlement and 80% of the buildings in my mind I can see being closed off. So you run in there thinking, oh, I need to go get a can of beans. And then all of a sudden, oh God, every building here is a base. I can't
Yeah,
actually
I
get
can
any.
understand that as a
Get,
legitimate
Yeah.
concern.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That- with a
That's what we
mature-
had. We had rules against no military bases were allowed to be
Yeah.
blocked off.
Yeah, and on that point, sorry, I mean, just the very concept of rules on a DayZ server is kind of like, the whole idea is that there's the law of the land, good
Yeah.
luck, survive. Forgive me, I played on Dinkelbean's server recently,
Yes.
and I tried to have fun, but there were so many rules. I was just like, oh my god! Like eventually there was this marker being drawn on the map, and I went, what on earth is that marker? And it said, if you want to do PvP, you have to go into this area
Oh,
here.
really? Okay.
And I was like, oh
That's
no,
so
okay.
much
I
of
didn't
the
even get
DayZ
into
ideology
Dinkel's
just
server.
gone, isn't it? Yeah.
It lost me at reading the rules. I'm like, I'm not reading
Yeah,
this.
so I'm like, the rules, even a small number of rules can quickly spoil this type of game.
So yeah, I would on the opposite coin of that, I'd say I personally, while not looking for necessarily the traditional DayZ experience, I quite enjoyed Dinkelbean's server, the rules and things.
I tried to, but
yeah.
I just wanted to shoot people.
Different strokes, as you say.
I just wanted to rob and shoot people.
Yeah.
I found a pepper.
Is it rotten?
No, it looked rotten though. Wait, is it rotten? No, we're good.
Thank you, Lord FXS. Thank you very much, Lord.
Harry's on
Yeah, I
quite
think
the journey.
Soviet Tom's loophole
Thank you, Kuko.
was if he doesn't join a group, then he can just be himself and kill people.
Really?
But then do you have to like message them beforehand? Say hello.
No.
Are you guys a
No,
group or are you solo?
Kill on sight.
Yeah.
He's by himself. He's allowed.
Yeah, so there were like different factions in the game, and it was interesting. Like, say, I started like a little faction kind of thing. So it was like there was like the police, like the military of the server that were trying to keep law and order, and there was like a degree of like black market weapons and things that obviously the police would take off of you if you got hold of them. It was very much an RP DayZ server. It wasn't in the traditional sense at all. What we and a few guys decided that we were going to try and do before the server ultimately went down for maintenance and stuff, because he's bringing it back in the new year, I think, was that we were going to try and basically be like black market gun runners. So we would like buy off of people for higher than you could get at the black market trader, and then sell on to people for less. And there was enough of a profit margin in there that we could essentially undercut the trader and make our profit like that.
Yeah.
It would require like quite a large hub to be able to store weapons in that way, and attachments, magazines, bullets, all the rest of it. But the idea was to create a faction that was like the antithesis of the military, while staying inside the realm of like not
The
being like
Trade
just
Federation.
not being like just because obviously the whole thing was that like there were a lot of people that were very new to DayZ, and a lot of people weren't thrilled with the kill on sight rule, and it was a RP server. So there were supposed to be some, even if they were rule-enforced interactions. So the idea of creating a faction that was, in a way, an antithesis to the, air quotes, police force, the force for good, corrupt that it was, without necessarily just outright being able to just shoot them in the face kind of thing. It was a way of creating a nemesis for the police force without there just being gun battles that would diverge, because we were gun runners.
So basically,
like,
you were like Jonah Hill and Miles Teller in War Dogs, effectively.
yeah, if you like. So that was quite a nice way of creating, like I say, an antithesis faction. Because I think the biggest problem that they had, particularly as the police force, was that like in theory it's very, very cool to go in, because there's like Altis life servers, Takistan life servers where you can go and be the police, and it's all very interesting, gang hideouts, all the rest of that. If that's your cup of tea, of course. But I noticed that the problem that the police were having on DayZ is that, well, no one was. But first of all, how do like 8 players police Chinaris? They can't really.
Yeah.
And second of all, was that quite a lot of the interactions that they had, if no one had any black market weapons on them, it was kind of like, all right, on your way, kind of thing. And not many people really got black market weapons because they were only from a very niche part of the map, and they were quite rare to spawn.
Oh, really?
So like it was the police really didn't have anything to do. They'd kind of like, so like in theory what you're supposed to do, at least in like the say for example if you were playing Takistan Life, I used to play Takistan Life back in the day, like the NATO forces or the UN forces would go and man block posts and checkpoints between Op 4 and Blue 4 territory, and that would be where the police would set up and stuff. And if you wanted to go for a fight, there'd be a good chance that those major checkpoints would be manned. But in DayZ, there's nothing like that, and so the police would sort of like stand not far from the front of their base and try and check players' gear. But the rate that someone would use that road in the vast expanse of Chinaris would maybe be like one
Every
a day.
few days, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it was, it kind of like that. It was maybe an interesting idea, but not a good one.
Yeah, and just to go back to my point about different strokes for different folks, and the way in which people enjoy are very different. Like for me personally, that's just not how I do my DayZ. So what's happened is, or at least what I thought happened during the mod was, was that the audience sort of stratified itself into different categories based on what they would like and not like. So it's very, very hard to come up with like a mod set that will appeal for everybody, because in that situation, I just want to run around shooting people or robbing people or whatever, or just having interactions in which I'm going to come out with more gear.
You don't necessarily need these dynamic events happening all the time around the map.
Yeah, but also
with
like
markers pointing towards them.
My events are it's weird. Self-serving. I want to go self-serve, survive, not necessarily work for a police force. Not to gatekeep anyone. Like, if that's how you enjoy your DayZ, by all means.
Yeah.
I mean, the events do have the advantage of bringing people naturally together into the same area of the map, which increases your chance of an interaction. But
Yeah.
Which is like traders.
yeah,
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
point, yes, yeah.
Neutral trader, bandit trader.
Yep.
And I feel that I'm not even the most extreme in that regard. I mean, Sheep and Tom were just like sitting next to Sari, blowing the head off anyone who turns up.
Oh, no. Tom role-played as a hero with Naughty Ostrich and I.
He did?
Yeah, we gave him
Tom?
a hero patch, and we started running around outside the hero trader, and Tom would just kill heroes.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah. I see.
Ostrich and I would cough.
I see. That makes more sense.
That's
gonna
how
say,
he
yeah.
was
Yeah.
role-playing. Okay.
Tom
okay.
playing hero?
He was a bandit role-playing as a hero.
Classic
to kill
killing
heroes.
bandits, killing
He's like,
heroes, yes.
surprise, I'm
Tom-
a bandit.
Tom's just a
Yeah.
natural disaster in human form. He just roams around causing chaos.
We had some good experience. There was one time where somebody actually noticed it was Tom, and because we were running outside of the hero trader, and he just said hi to someone, and so I was like, "Oh, Tom," and Tom just pulled the gun out and cut his head off.
that sounds
Tom.
right.
Bless him.
Tom and Sheep together, it's just like, well, that's a no-go area of the map then.
Sheep's online. Stay away from it.
Yeah, stay away from Starry. Oh,
I
thank you,
remember
MP
I
Emperor
stopped for
Davion.
4
And
seconds
Synat and Nadcat,
like,
thank
just
you.
in the middle of my run.
Yeah.
That was like half an hour long. Stopped
That's
for
enough.
5 seconds, and Sheep shot me in the head
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's enough.
That's how it goes.
because he was only like 20 meters away and just noticed me.
I told that story on the stream yesterday. But I was moving through a forest back in the mod, and some dude just appeared in front of me, just like walking through the forest. And of course I shot him, because why wouldn't I?
Yes.
And then he started screaming that I was this hacker, that I'd used that ESPN or whatever it is to find him. And I was like, just seriously, just like a random fucking chance. We just
Did you
ran
say
into each other.
ESPN?
What's
Oh,
it called?
dude.
ESP?
ESP.
ESPN's when I was
a
adminning-
sports show.
Oh.
When I was adminning, obviously I'd look over some people who were streaming at the time.
Mm.
And Soviet, there was this one time you were in a town, and this other guy was in a town, purely coincidental.
Yeah.
And you literally crossed the road, not looking at each other,
Oh, really?
and you didn't know you were in
Yes.
the same
Yeah,
town.
I've got to be
And I
honest.
went, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous. How did you not know?
Oh, really? Did
And
we
you
not?
just never crossed paths. You
Wait,
were,
really?
walked across the street.
If
Yeah.
if you ever have admin tools on DayZ,
Thank you,
and
Ava
can see
Bobber.
players
Thank you.
like moving around, you would be amazed at how many people you brush within literally 20 feet of
Oh
and
my
never
God.
realise they were there. Like it happens so, like literally the other side of a garden fence. Like
Oh my
you'll just
God.
brush past, and you'll think, God, there's not many players on. Like,
Womble
genuinely,
thinking it
would
right now.
probably be really interesting
Turn
to
around
see
like, what?
how many players you've passed within 100 meters of and probably never realized they were there.
Yeah.
Oh, I just went through all of Cherno and didn't see anyone, so I think you're lying. I did find a chicken flag though.
Chicken flag.
A flag with a chicken on it, and a teddy bear, and some medicine.
Ah,
Are you
also,
in the middle aisle of Aldi, by any chance?
Some
that'd
fish
be a hard
fingers.
place to starve to death.
Yeah.
I found some food, no water. I'm gonna make it. I think
Thank
I can
you,
make it
Orion.
to the
Thank you very much.
Not Belarus, but
Belarus is a very different place.
Yeah.
what's the Belota? There we go. I'm gonna go there now.
Belarus.
Good luck, have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, you might want to come
Don't
back to
forget to play the
Chinaris.
national anthem.
Belota's probably nicer
Yeah.
than Belarus.
I'm going to jump off for a bit. Have a good one all. I'll speak to you
Bye.
later.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Have fun, Dodge.
So,
Well-
if sorry, going
Oh,
back
go
like
on.
many conversations, if Harry was a dreadnought, what legion would he be part of?
Is there
Yeah,
one that smokes
hmm.
weed?
Like Pothead faction.
Potted Legion.
I don't
And
know.
can they fill my coffin with THC? I guess
Oh.
if I could have like a perpetual high
Technically,
the entire time.
yes, there is a Space Marine faction where you can be high all the time.
Oh yes! What's their
but
name?
I don't think you want to be part of that legion.
Oh, why?
They're a little bit too into the Mary Jane.
How so?
To the point that it like rips a hole in reality and they're like murder fucking each other.
Murder fucking? That's so aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe they need to lay off.
Yes.
I mean, fucking's fine, but murder fucking, like...
It's a new definition to Space Marine.
Yeah.
You know how to murder fuck, Bevan?
Jesus.
Not really.
I'm not privy.
Never had a murder fuck? No, I mean, that's fair enough.
I'm not privy to the
No,
murder
my,
fuck culture.
my brain is too vanilla for that.
Well then, Slanesh would like to meet you.
Yeah.
Because mine is just like thinking of just normal sex happening and there's a dead body in the corner, you know, that they killed earlier.
Right.
It's not quite like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's
No,
a little, bit, it's a little bit more
yeah.
aggressive.
That's what I'm saying. My brain doesn't exactly put those two words together properly.
Are the
we'll
Emperor's
say.
children still a thing?
Primarchs.
No, it's like didn't the Legion come apart?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I must be. I'm criminally under. Like I don't have much knowledge about the 40k lore. I'm only just really diving into it.
I dived into it deep, and no, I need to shut the fuck up. There's a sign above my monitor that says "shut the fuck up."
About 40k.
Yeah, because I keep whinging about it.
Have you ever looked into playing Darktide? For your type of game, or
No. It's made by the Vermintide dev, isn't it?
Yeah. What?
yeah.
I wasn't.
Is
You
into
guys
Vermintide.
played Vermintide? That's it's a good game-ish.
I must find myself. I keep going back to. There's like a very so. It was not very. It's not a very good game as far as I can say. But like I keep going back and playing Space Hulk Deathwing, which is just like a kind of like a semi Left 4 Dead style thing set like 40k. The Dark Angels, the Deathwing part of the Dark Angels chapter. So you walk around on like Space Hulks with Terminator suits and assault cannons, bolters, librarians, all that good stuff. And there's like the game like sort of really rotted off into nowhere because it had like basically no progression. There was very limited replayability. But I do find myself going back to it every now and again because there's a bit of a cult community that still plays it, of like a few people that play it sort of on the regular. And it's kind of nice to go back and do like some of the really hard missions where it's proper tooth and nail fighting with a couple of people that have been playing it for a long time.
This
So
game
it's
knows. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go on.
I was gonna say this game knows what's important. I have a protector case, and I was moving stuff around, and it put my teddy bear in the protector case.
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah, I like going back and playing it just because, like I say, it's only like 10 levels and they're basically the same each time. And they did try and introduce some special missions where the objectives were random, but you're ultimately walking around the same levels over and over again.
It surprised
yeah.
me because like Space Marine, the game. No, sorry, that's not. What am I talking? Shit, what's that multiplayer version of Space Marine?
Not Fire Warrior.
Oh, was that the one that someone got us a load of early access keys to?
Something Crusade. What was it called again? Fire
Dark
Crusade? No, fuck. Eternal Crusade. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
So when we went back and played that, it turns out its community was still going. So there's definitely like a die-hard core of like Space Marine type fans.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me when you say that community was still active.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice. Like you can't always.
Thank you,
get a server.
Camasiro. Thank you very much,
But
Camasiro.
sometimes when you can, because obviously it's only 4-player co-op, but it's kind of just quite nice to just jump in and hack and slash with a load of people that have been playing it for ages. Sometimes you do think to yourself, like, Christ, how long have you been playing this? So like you think so. Like I remember, I've played it like for maybe 100 hours, and I'm level like 80 or like 96 or something like that, and I like joined a lobby the other day with like a level 4,500, and I'm like,
Bloody hell.
Yeah, he's like played it every night since the release years ago. But yeah, it's nice to go back and play that game. I'm trying to think if there's I really wanted to go back and play Takistan Life, but again, it's kind of just just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
there was just something so good about it.
You
There
need
was that. Yeah.
It's more about the player mindset than the mechanics. I mean, same with DayZ. You've got to have the player base that's into it, not just metagaming straight to an airfield.
Yeah, I remember there was that time. So, but I think it was
Thank you, Islander.
after sort
Thank
of
you very much, Islander.
the PMC lot played DayZ. We went and played Takistan Life, and it was the greatest. we actually basically how it would work is a life server, and inevitably you could rob the bank, and they changed the mechanics, like the scripts behind how you would rob the bank, and we actually ended up having I forget, it was like basically a glitch meant that we got 28 like quintillion dollars. Like we basically became warlords on the server. We'd be like, hey, we'd go to like the Op4 spawn and be like, hey, do you want to crash a C-130 into the police spawn? Go for it, kind of thing. Or like go and attack like the main city or something like that. Here's $1 million. No problem at all. Because so what had happened was they basically changed it so that what you would need to do before, so if you wanted to rob the bank, you would go up to one of the safes in the bank and you'd need to have a gun out, and then essentially what you'd do is you'd go into essentially a bandaging animation for about 2-3 minutes. And the police station was like not far from there, basically the other side of Rasman, this like city close to the airfield that you land at on Operation Arrowhead. And so basically, in order to not be killed while you were doing the bandaging, you would need to obviously have people defend you. So you need to have people defend the bank while you were cracking the safes. But they changed it so that instead you just needed to use something called a safe cracker. Safe crackers were available at gang areas, and there was only 2 of them available per server restart. So when the server restarted, it was always a mad dash to try and get hold of these safe crackers. They couldn't be put in any kind of personal storage, which meant that you basically had to buy one, go and drive out into the desert and stash it behind a rock or something and just remember where you put it. Yeah. Because, you couldn't store them anywhere. And so what me and my mates would do, we'd log on at 7 o'clock in the morning when the restart was there, grab a safe cracker or 2, depending on whether we could get one, drive out into the desert, drop it off, go to school, come back, and then 4 or 5 in the evening, we'd go and grab the safe cracker and try and have a crack at the bank. Now, when we went and tried to crack the bank safe, these things had only been introduced for less than a week, and when we tried to rob the bank, we got this weird error, rather than a value saying, I don't know, $200,000 or something like that, it was 27, it was negative 27 E484 plus 832 or something like that. It was a weird code, and we didn't get any money. And we were like, okay, well, it's just glitched out then. And we tried to get away, and ultimately we got swarmed by the police, and X-Ray, who had done the safe cracking, actually got arrested. And what happens when you're arrested is that all of the money that you had goes back to the bank.
I just found someone.
Ooh.
So,
yeah,
the negative money became positive money?
Exactly. So when Alex got arrested, when X-Ray got arrested, he that error code ended up being 28 with 36 zeros. Of money, so much so that it overflowed the bank integer, and it actually went into his private storage. And we worked out it was so much money that it worked out that
I just killed someone.
Nice.
You monster.
He was Russian.
He was Russian, or he was Russian?
Russian. He didn't. I was wondering why he wasn't talking. He gave me a big heart and everything, and then I said, "It's why aren't you talking?" And then I heard his voice, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's why."
Wait, so he was doing a heart sign, and he just killed him?
Yeah. Yeah. I felt bad, but you know what? He's not being chased by a bunch of zombies now, and with no bullets.
So he was desperate for help, and you murdered him. He ran up to you with a heart sign saying, friend.
Not having to worry about it anymore is a kind of help.
Exactly. And he was hiding from me, he shouldn't have hid from me.
Oh god, I'm under attack. No, that's fine. Oh.
But the close of that story was that we had literally so much money that I think X-Ray did the maths on it, is that even if we spent $1 billion a day, every day, it would take us 36 years to spend it all. 36 actual years. We'd still be about, what must have been 18, 17 at the time. So we'd only be about, 5-6 years in right now.
Oh, wow.
But it was a rather vast amount.
Hard to spend that much?
Well, you just couldn't. I mean, you could only carry $1 million on your character at any one time. So Honestly, it's amazing how many friends you make on the server, how many cartels, clans, and people. It would just be like, basically became like the Iron Bank from Game of Thrones. Like, it'd just be like, yes, you would like to take over the checkpoint in the middle of the map. That is fine. Here is 10 million pounds. Do our will, brother. You know, just like some random guy, first time on the server, we'd just wait for him at the Op4 spawn and just be like, please, take your pick of any of our variety of firearms. There is anything you like at all. You want to take an RPG with 18 rounds? Please, it's no bother at all. You know.
You offend us. Go away. Here's $1 million.
Yeah, it was literally to a point where like we'd just literally go and fill up backpacks with IEDs, go and sit on like a major junction in the middle of the city, like, and then just blow up police car Humvees as they just came out of the out to try and like control the city. It was amazing how much like we'd basically backed the police off to their spawn. Just this absolute civil uprising right across Takistan, funded by the greatest, because the server sadly did like an economy reset every 6 months for obvious reasons.
Oh no!
For those...
I'm dead.
Oh no! What happened?
I jumped. So I was around a lot of zombies, and then I was trying to take them out, and then I fell down, and then the zombies killed me.
Oh no! How many zombies?
I'm at least 6.
You took on 6 zombies?
I didn't mean to. I fell.
That's suicide.
So, well, I'm still alive. I'm not dead yet, but I'm unconscious as fuck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He's dead.
Yeah, does that server have a kill feed or no?
No, I think so. It's like a bog standard vanilla.
Yeah, I think we're playing on different servers, I would assume.
I think I connected to yours. I don't know.
Did you? Oh, did you connect through Steam on me?
Yeah.
Cool. So, if you find me, are you going to murder me?
No, that was not the plan. I'm not a murderer. Oh, I'm alive.
You literally murdered someone like 10 minutes ago.
I don't know what you're talking about. He was asking for it.
He was trying to hide
He
from
gave
you,
you a
Harry.
love heart.
He gave you a
Yeah,
love
he
heart.
was
He tried
running
to
from
hide from you when you
zombies.
threatened him. You
Okay, the
struck him down.
I'm alive, and the zombies
Don't
are
give
gone.
Harry a love heart. He feels threatened.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He's coming around for me.
Yeah, he's already spoken for. You can't- How dare you?
It's Mr. Burns. I bring you love. He's bringing love. Kill him.
Oh no! Oh no! There's a zombie! Oh, run, run, run!
I'm not a murderer. Literally, he's just killed somebody. Oh, fuck, dude.
I would never. I feel like that's false speculation.
I'm getting my shotgun in my hands for no reason.
But you're not in Belota, are you? I really.
No,
If
but
you
I'm
are,
fairly close.
Oh, okay. I heard some explosions further past Belota, so watch out for that.
Yeah, me too, actually. To the north.
Uh-oh. Okay, I've got one zombie. I think I can do this. Oh no, I dropped my crowbar! Oh, where is it?
You're no longer Gordon Freeman.
Oh, I see it. It's giving me time to grab it.
Thank you very much,
butt.
Ryu Dons. Thank you, Ryu. Thank
There's
you.
a game I'd love to see remade. Half-Life
Half-Life.
2.
Doesn't need to be
No,
remade.
they've pretty much already made. They've remade Half-Life. Black Mesa.
Isn't that a mod?
Oh no.
No, that's a standalone
Is it really?
remake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Half-Life, just give me Half-Life 3. Need it.
Oh my god.
Have you tried Alex?
I've tried some of Alex.
It's good.
Yeah, I did really like it.
Please tell me this man has food. Oh, he literally had just spawned.
You
I
just
feel
murdered a
bad
fresh
for
ball.
him. Maybe. He must have been a hero because he's got like cool jacket and pants.
No, it's not how it works in the standalone.
Oh, okay. Must have just found these. Well, don't mind if I do.
Ah, dear. Do you have any plans today or this week? I need to do
Well, I
some
might-
Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I've got to obviously like wrap up some. Pretty much all the presents I need are arriving or have arrived. Last one arrives today. Then it's wrapping, Christmas cards, all that good stuff. Obviously, I might look into making that the mouse server. Obviously, but like I say, it's been interesting to know the mind of people who've obviously played it as well with regards to things like base building and stuff. So obviously, the less rules, the better.
Yeah. Sorry to whinge again, but for me personally, I think the population thing is very important.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tired of playing on a server where we got like 15 people and no one meets.
Yeah.
Do you have an IV start kit by chance, Womble?
No, but I know where one is. Oh no, wait, I
Oh.
do. Do you need one?
Yes.
I
I
can
have saline.
I can find you.
I'm at the airfield.
I will kill you.
Hang on. I am. I've got a Santa crash site near me. I'm in. So you know to your northwest, is it Zelenogorsk?
Yeah, the big city.
I'm in Zelenogorsk. I'm trying to get my way to a med station because I've got this bloody flu. You might not want to go physically near me.
Okay. We'll see if I can make it there.
Yeah.
I've got.
I do want to break for lunch fairly soon, so I can't
Yeah, I
be on
don't-
for
Yeah.
too long.
I don't
I'm
think
going
I'll
to
make
bow
it.
head
out
to bed.
now, so
Cool.
I'll see you guys later.
Well, thank
Have a
you
good
for
night.
hanging out.
Yeah,
Love
no
you,
worries.
Q.
Have a good one.
Have a goodie.
Bye.
Q.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't think I'll make it in time.
I can always leave it somewhere over here if you're going to keep playing.
If you're in Zelenogorsk, if you want to leave it in like one of the jails,
Hang on.
or, I don't know, wherever is close to you.
What, yeah, so are you going to head to Zelenogorsk?
I'm gonna try to anyway. Yeah.
I'll find somewhere.
If this zombie doesn't kill me, where's my crowbar? Crowbar? Where's my crowbar? Oh no! This isn't good. I might die. Oh, let's go! I'm alive. Okay, we're good. Sorry.
I'll find somewhere and stash it. I'll find somewhere
Okay.
like that's obvious and stash it.
Okay, good. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm literally walking at the pace of a snail.
I've got the dog beneath my feet right now. She wants cuddles.
Ooh.
She wants me to
She knows
pick her
the
up.
time.
There's another chicken out there I can eat. I'm just gradually working my way to a med station.
I think I die here.
You gonna die?
Yeah, I think there's multiple
Ooh,
zombies
there's a
on
whole
me
stack.
now.
Oh shit!
Oh, please leave me alone, zombie. Just let me get through this
Damn it!
ladder. I'm dead.
You dead?
I'm dead.
Shit.
Fuck. Wow. That was a good life. I was actually surprised I made it that far.
Rip.
Hey, 1.0 KD. Okay, I gotta go buy drugs.
Okay.
And not actually, but have a great day, guys.
Have a good one, man. Have a good one.
See you later, Harry. I will also head off. Have a good night.
Cool. Yeah. Well, cheers for your company, guys.
Oh,
Have a
damn.
good
No
one.
problem.
Bye. I'll break for
Bye-bye.
lunch soon anyway. Bye. Right, so speaking to the chat, I need to find a place where I can leave this IV start kit. Well, I know that Harry doesn't necessarily need it, but he might play it again. I also have a lovely present to leave him. Right, hang on. Right, so let me just try and work to... Hang on. Can I fix this? I probably need a leather kit, don't I? Okay, just leave it on my person for now. 1 second. So let me try and get to this damn med station because I want some fucking antibiotics. Where's that? Hang on. It's behind me. Let me just get this chicken. Anyway, so, yeah, I hope everyone's okay. Just doing a bit of DayZ this morning, mainly because I'm bored and couldn't figure out what to play. On the YouTube front, though, please know that I'm working on a really, really big... Hang on. Was it behind me? I think there's two of them. Okay. Please know that I'm working on a really, really big video, which I'm struggling with. It's made up of 24 parts, and I finished 18 of them. I did want to finish the number 19 before Christmas, but I'm going to be honest, folks. I didn't quite realise just how exhausted I am. It's sort of caught up with me a bit. I've been working flat out for many days. So if you'll forgive me, I'm probably just going to take a bit of a break this week, just to try and recover. But the first hour of that video, so in total it's 1 hour and 45 minutes long. The first hour is linked below the stream if you want to watch it. The next 45 minutes I will add to that link soon. I made a test render overnight, so I'm going to go see if that worked. And if it did, then I might just update the link down there. It might need to be re-rendered because I probably haven't balanced the audio at all. I don't know, Andre. Not sure if I'm going to try... Oh my god, my frame rate. Not sure if I'm going to try Dwarf Fortress. I don't really know much about it. Shit, I hope you feel okay, Yub. That sucks. What, recently? I'd suggest getting to a hospital if that's the case. Okay, hang on. Hey, darling. Good girl. Yeah, you good girl. Yeah. Dog's at my feet. Let me just get this meat cooked. So let me get to the... Yeah, let me try and get to this med station, see if there's antibiotics, and just try to stop bloody starving the entire stream. Okay. Right. So yeah, also after the stream, I'll get some lunch and I'll go and wrap some presents because I've got quite a lot of them to do. I need to find an orange Toblerone for my mum. She wanted one of those. She also wanted a fur coat, but she, like a fake fur coat. And she picked one out for herself. And I thought, yeah, why not? You know what you want. Okay, 1 second. Just going to quickly cook this meat while I have it. Yeah, there's plenty of kindling left. Okay. So yeah, hope everyone's alright. I think the dog needs her ears cleaning. She's next to me, shaking her head. Thank you, Cadmus. Thank you very much, Cadmus. Okay. The Bav Cave shuffle. Which one was that? It's been a while. 7 Days to Die. Bav Cave. Was that shitty little cave that I dug into the side of the hill? Do I like white wine? I'm not really much of a wine drinker, I'm afraid, be it red or white. I find that when I drink it, I have a severe headache the next day in such a way that other types of alcohol don't really give me. I don't know why. I use wine for cooking quite a lot, but not really for drinking, so there is wine in my kitchen. I'm much more of a cider type, along with honeyed bourbon, or honeyed whiskies. I think Social gets angry with me when I call them honeyed whiskies. Basically, spirits with a sweetener to them. No more tequila? I will never touch tequila for the rest of my life. I'm sworn off tequila forever. Fuck tequila. Hang on. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? You just want to play, don't you? Yeah? You just want to play? You just want to play? Yeah, I'll give her a playtime in a minute as well. So let me see if I can get to this med station fairly quickly and then just play with the dog. Yes, hello sausage. Hang on. What do you want? What do you want? What? Yeah. Yeah, I love you too. I love you too. What? 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 Yes, I love you. I love you. Shh, I love you. Yes, you're being a very good gal. Yes, love you. Right. Yes. What's up? What's up? Why are you being all funny? Why are you being all funny? I love you too. Yes. Why are you being all funny? What? Oh dear. Right, oh no! You've made me incinerate the chicken. Damn it. Yes. You made me incinerate the chicken. You shitty dog. Yeah? She's currently flopped in my lap with her bum wiggling. She doesn't really have a proper tail so that she can wiggle. Yes. Good gal. Right. Okay, hang on. Sorry, she's really awkwardly sitting on my lap now. So, I've cooked the food. Let's keep moving. Okay, can I get to... Oh no, damn it. My stomach contents just got emptied. Damn it. Need to be more careful. Right, so where's that med station? Hang on. Open up the map. So So here we are at Zelenogorsk. We would be here in this orchard. So it's over there. So proceed down to the road. Follow the road all the way to the end. And the med station is at the far end of it. So let's see if I can do that. Okay. Put that away. Keep nibbling on chicken as I go. Right. So yeah, things are fine here, folks. Just continuing with the editing. Just gonna take a short break. Yeah. Hope everyone's all right. Does the med station have anything like an instant cure? Probably not, but I'm hoping I'd find antibiotics, which will up my resistance level or something. Okay, so here's the road. Let's stay low. Try not to get detected. Hello. Fuck. Ludu's perched incredibly awkwardly on my lap. Okay. This kiosk sometimes has food. Is that a real belt? It is a real belt. Excellent. Hang on. Can I reach through and grab that, please? Okay. So real belt. Where is that? Did I just grab it? So what was that up there? Hang on. What's that? A rope? Oh, sorry, that's the one I left behind. I see. So have I actually physically put it on? Did I get rid of the... I think I did, didn't I? I dropped the old knife case. That's a shame. Would have been nice if I'd held on to it for so long, didn't I? Oh well. Well, at least I have the ability to put on a new one if I can find it. Okay. This is the bus station, I think. It's just some jeans, suit trousers. Can't see anything apart from shoes over there. Small pile of bullets. I'll need to probably sort these at some point. No real point carrying lots of ammo that I... Oh look, alarm clock. Let's continue down the road. As carefully as we can. Oh no. Am I out of 45 caliber bullets? I may well be. I believe I have a spare box. 9mm. 7... 22. Didn't I find a 45 caliber? Stand by. Quickly open this. Okay, got them there. Place them there. Quickly get the pistol in my hand and reload. There we go. Is DayZ a PvP game with random zombies? Effectively, it's a PvE-PvE, so PvP to PvE mix. The mixture is an important part of it. So you spend 90% of the time just roaming around in a PvE environment where the zombies are a threat that will push back against you. Many servers introduce a special threat sometimes, a special PvE threat, which really pushes back against you if, for example, you go into a certain area or just get unlucky enough to encounter it. But every so often, every 10% of the time, you'll encounter another player who is doing the exact same thing as you, also trying to survive like you. And at that point, all bets are off. Who knows what could happen? Maybe they'll kill you. Maybe you'll kill them. Maybe you'll work together. Maybe you'll ignore each other. Maybe you'll brush close next to each other and never even notice. Ostensibly, you're just trying to do the same thing, survive. But bear in mind that other people are finding equipment and they might have things that you desperately need. There's the med station. For example, if I find another player with antibiotics right now, is his life more important to me than the antibiotics? And of course, you've just got negative parties. You've got people who are out there purely to sate their own bloodlust. People who are shooting because it's fun. People who are pretending to be friendly, who are getting close to you just so you'll turn your back, and then they'll put a bullet into the back of it. Who knows? Hell, Trevor's journey could end when I open the door and some guy shoots me just out of surprise, you know? Oh shit. One second. Someone's locked that zombie in here. The shotgun is currently armed with rubber bullets, I believe. I have lots of these, and it gives me the freedom to pretty much just open up. Oh! Wonderful. Antibiotics, everybody. Okay. Put the pistol back into my chest rig. Take the fucking antibiotics. There we go. Course of antibiotics. How much water do I have left? A little bit, but I need to find the well. Okay. Saline bag, badly damaged. Shit, I hear a player. Hello? Dude. Dude, don't mean harm, dude. Fuck. What you doing, man? Fuck me, man. Fuck, he came around fucking pointing a gun at me. Fuck. Whew. Fuck. My heart's beating. Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. He came in here fucking not saying anything, turned the corner with his gun raised? What the fuck was I supposed to do? I called out to him, he didn't respond. Fuck. Okay. If I hadn't pulled the trigger there, I could be dead now. Okay. Holy fucking shit. Oh, okay. Right. He did. He had a... Okay, yeah, fuck. This guy was fucking... Yeah, he turned the corner with an AK? Yeah, fuck. No, that was the right call. He was about to fucking hose me. Staying completely silent. Yeah, I'm confident I made that. I should have thrown a grenade in there, frankly. Okay. Ruined, damn it. That's gone. Head taught, ruined. Okay, hang on. Assault rifle badly damaged. Can I quickly use my gun cleaning kit on it? Okay. Fuck. Hi there, Nep. Nep's in the chat, everyone. What was his name? Who was he? Fuck. So it's damaged. Okay. Biker jacket, jumpsuit. So damaged shotgun shells, I'll add them to here. Add them to the pile. He had some food and some water. Water's good. I'll take his bottle. Okay. Bandage. He had some stuff, but it wasn't amazing. His bag. Okay. Mackerel fillet baked. This guy's been surviving a while. Okay. Need to take my pick of exactly what I need. He might have been surviving out in the wild. He has a full-on fishing thing. Okay. Yeah, he's got a rod as well. Okay. Drop this then. Alright. So I just need to try and sort out carefully exactly what he's got. Okay, let me just try and eat my fill. I'll rest here for a little while. There we go. Yeah, what was his name? Can I see his name? He's got a big beard as well. He's been surviving a while. This is a multi-hour survivor. Who was he? Okay, just small bites. So just keep taking antibiotics. Probably get rid of the shotgun, yeah. Take the AK and the rifle. Put this here. Okay. It's a small, it's a dinky one as well. While I'm here, let me use my lockpick to lock the door. Do I still have it, or did I drop it? I might have dropped it. Okay, just keep eating peaches. Take his vest, it's ruined, it's gone. I think I shot him in the head, his torch was ruined. Okay. Leather sewing kit. Can I use that to fix my... Damn, can I just stop sneezing for like one stream? No. Oh, he's got lockpicks. Hang on. There we go. Locked. Yeah. Just going to try and stop someone from just bursting in. There we go. Oh, fuck. So he's got a pristine kitchen knife. I'll probably swap out for my existing combat knife. Okay. Just focus on eating for now. Okay. Need more antibiotics? Yeah, we'll have some in a minute. Okay. Where are they? Antibiotics there? Lulu, I have to put you on the sofa, honey. Hang on. Right. Sofa? Good. Yeah, I need to watch out for those windows. So, I mean, speaking to the people who haven't seen this sort of thing before then, so what do you think? As in, I felt I had no choice, personally. I've been in many situations where, yeah, he was probably, I mean, his gun was up. He was ready, all he had to do was pull the trigger on me, and that's it. He'd be looting me right now. Yeah. I yelled out to him. Got no response. Right. I mean, I was tempted to use the rubber shotgun, but then I realized that it might not be effective. Okay. Yeah, sorry, did I can't remember. Did I yell before he came into the building? God damn it, my character's still bloody sick. Yeah, I mean, if I were him, I would have probably not gone into the building. My heartbeat spiked there, though. Holy shit. Okay. Just gonna try and eat as much food as I can. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Silverlaning. Because he could be beelining back here for some gear. And hell, I'm in a building that most people will probably come to if they're in this city, so yeah, stuffing all his shit into his pack and just moving buildings might be wise. Actually, yeah. Let me just finish this. There we go. Canned peaches finished. Yeah, so hang on, where's his pack? So, everything that I care about. So I don't care about a baseball thing. Put that there. So hang on, equipment. So the shotgun, the field vest. Shotgun's an empty... No, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Frying pan. I'm guessing he was cooking food out in the forest, maybe? So he had a belt that's now ruined. He's got an M-lock pistol, which is excellent. Okay, what's this? Duct tape. Move that there, move that there. I don't care about these worms. Fishing lure might be interesting, though. Okay, pate. He's got some food, more duct tape. Okay, move his pistol here. Move this there, move that there. Okay, take that lock. Take this Fanta. I don't care about a little timer there. Okay. Shimmy that way. Okay. Trouble is, though, I need to be careful because obviously I made a shit ton of noise, so there could well be someone, you know, ready to clock me. Wouldn't blame them for a moment if they did. Okay. Well, I don't know who you were, man, but better you than me. Okay. Damaged knife, but I've got his knife now. Take that anyway. Right. So take the rifle, leave behind the shotgun. Right, stand by. It's locked. Sorry, what was I doing? Looking for the lock, which is probably in the bag. Best to keep that on my person. Put that there. Right. Mind the body? That would be a particularly dick move. So what's the key though? He's semi. I'll just shimmy buildings. I need to find one of those raised ones, if at all possible. Fuck it, this'll do. At least I can seal this door and be reasonably confident that no one can get in. Okay. Right, lock the door. And lock the door. Whew, that was tense. Fuck me. Okay. Well, whoever you are, sir, if you do a bomb. If you do eventually figure out that it was me that killed you, GG, sorry to have shot you. Right. Let's try and get rid of this fucking flu. Finally, chat. Fuck me. I've bumped into somebody. Wasn't quite the encounter that I wanted, but I'll take it. More antibiotics. Okay. Yeah, for 5... I met somebody for 5 seconds, and then they died. Oh, dear. Oh, the blood on my hands. I can't wash it off. Cool. So, yeah, earthworms and fishing gear. So, yeah, that implies that he probably... Yeah, he's been living wild nearby, maybe. Okay. Yeah, red comet. Yeah. If I didn't do what I did there, he'd be looting my body now. I have no doubt. Okay. Indeed, Ryzen, I just murdered a man. Okay. Just trying to fight this flu, and then I'll go and get some lunch. I'm quite hungry. If I put the backpack in my hand when I log off, would I still have that? My inventory's a bit of a mess, to be honest. So what type of... Hang on, this takes 5.4539, okay? Right. And my rifle takes 76239. Keep sipping. Okay. 5.4539. So what's this? So 760, that's what I want. That's not what I want. That's 9mm. Okay, so I don't need any of this ammo. It's good to stockpile if I have a box or whatever. Okay, not the right type. LR, they can get stacked. Winchester rounds. Also not the right type, but I can stack them. Okay. More 9... Wait, what's that? 9 times 3, 9? Okay, those are the ones that I want. Those are armor piercing. Okay. Ooh. What's that sound? Sounds like a car. Ooh. Explosions. Must be an event or something. Okay. Do I have... Oh, really? Is that the sound of a helicopter crash site? Oh, cool. Thank you, Laudenin. Thank you very much, Laudenin. Come on, let's get rid of this bloody flu. So an M-lock. Oh, I see. He's got a He's got a silenced pistol, but it's badly damaged. Oh, he does that. Oh, good. So there's a proper pistol. Not bad. So I should definitely look to set up like a buried chest of gear. I've got the axe and I've got some nails. All I need to do is find a saw, and I know where one is. It's further up the road. Have to keep my body warm too. Yeah. I'm hoping this should do it. Sorry for the incredibly interesting gameplay. Me sitting in a room. Just trying to get rid of this fucking flu. Okay. Sorry, I didn't read the chat when I asked the question. I apologise. When I said about the bag, if I put it in my hand, will I keep it? Cool, yes. Oh god, it's pissing it down outside. Holy shit. Alright. Yeah, I stole that dude's water. It's his water. He didn't need it. Zucchini seeds. What the fuck? He must have found a gift box. Okay, so all of my stats are in the white. Thank you, Silver Surfer. Thank you very much, Silver. Can those stack? Oh, they can. Sweet. Put additional hooks in here. So FX pistol, which I don't have. Or at least I have a proper M-lock pistol. What do I have here? A Colt 1911 pistol. Good. So I can use 22. Oh damn, no. I saw one icon there. I thought my antibiotics got rid of the illness. Still not yet. Yes, Mike Ski. Just a few minutes ago, I just murdered somebody. That's weird. What the fuck? I just heard the DayZ Christmas music sound effect, but it's outside my window. It's concerning, as in real life. Okay, I'll use my gun cleaning kit to fix up this weapon. M-lock is better than the Colt? Do you reckon? Okay. Okay, it's damaged. There we go. Can I remove the silencer and put it on a new gun? I believe I can, yes. Well, in fact, sorry, the M-lock is better simply because it's got 2 clips, so definitely. So hang on. God damn it, it's completely pissing it down outside in the UK. Right, hang on. So take this. Put the M11, 1911. Move the silencer onto this thing. Move this onto my chest rig. And then make that my current pistol. And then, but now, good, it's got a magazine already in there. Take the 2 additional magazines. I'll get, yeah, so here we go. Now I've got a properly silenced pistol that I can deploy all the time. Hooray. Okay, matchbox-wise, that, well, my matchbox is nearly full, but I'll combine them anyway. So, the hooks, don't really care about. Can I repair this, so badly damaged fishing lure? Duct tape? No. Epoxy? No. We caught that mackerel and cooked it. I'll eat it before it goes bad. Thank you, Fickle Smile. Thank you very much, Fickle. First I say silencer, then I say clip. Oh, it's all the word. It's fine. Pete, you know what I mean. It's like when people say fucking, what is it? When they say shrapnel instead of fragmentation, it's fine. Everyone knows what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I would like to keep a lot of this, though. Okay. He had his own map. Tourist map, worn. My one's damaged, isn't it? I'll trade it. Badly damaged. There we go. Right. The inventor of the silencer called it a silencer. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, sorry, folks. I mean, if anything, I've just clearly demonstrated. So, see what I mean? So before I entered that medical station, I was on that spiel about who knows what will happen when you encounter someone. But bear in mind, I mean, look at the shit. Look at the reward that I have just been given by murdering somebody. There is a clear incentive in DayZ. If you're struggling to survive, legitimately murdering someone else may severely increase your chances of survival. He's a treasure trove of gear. A dynamically spawning treasure chest, essentially. So that in itself is another element of the PvP to PvE balance there. In that, yes, you can loot and survive, but bear in mind, you could just let someone else do that. And then see like, ooh, what have they got for me? And that's something you've got to factor in when you're surviving. You might bump into someone and they may ostensibly say, don't shoot, I'm friendly. But in reality, they just want to get close enough so they can see what you have. Come on, when's this flu go away? Okay, he's got 22 caliber bullets. Okay, take this food, stack it here. Those are my M-locks. Damn, I shouldn't have lost track of that. Where's those 9mm bullets? Are these 9mm? 45 caliber. No? What do they look like, 9mm? There they are. Just fill up the magazine. Thank you, Dayoth. Thank you very much, Dayoth. Much appreciated. There we go. There we go. Keep nibbling on that mackerel. Can I store anything on my new belt? Alas, no, because I need the proper holsters and stuff, unfortunately. Frustratingly. Okay, pop that there. What's that there? 20. Yeah, he's got a box of 22 caliber. What are these? IJ70. I think I did find that pistol a while ago, didn't I? FX. There's another clip. 45 caliber. Oh, come on. How many courses of antibiotics have I had now? Do you reckon it's just bugged? This seems weird. I don't think I've ever had an illness last quite this long. Okay. Am I getting reinfected? I have no idea. Okay. So we've got some clips here. So I've got 2 near empty spools of duct tape. Put that there. I'll just take 1 spool. I don't need 2, really. Not for now. What about my equipment? Is it damaged? No, he didn't actually get a shot off. I shot him before he could. Okay. Am I wearing insulated clothes? Partially. Now I've got police trousers and a hunter jacket. My helmet isn't very insulated, frankly. Also, while I'm here, take that off my head for a second. A head torch, right? Does this fit on me? No, I can just move it around my inventory. Can it not, like, get attached to my helmet or something? What does it say? Night vision goggles. Battery-powered night vision goggles for intensifying images in low-light environments. Includes mount system. Does it need a helmet that has a slot for it? Like an American helmet? The helmet does not have a mount. Okay. Gonna have to find one. Okay. Stop coughing. Right, so I definitely don't need that pistol. Leave that behind. Definitely don't need that sickle. I could bury those magazines until I find a weapon that can utilize them. Keep some of the duct tapes, but we might as well chuck them at the first opportunity. Crowbar may prove useful. Zucchini seeds, don't bother. Keep the boxed yep, so 22 caliber. I need those. Okay. Sorry, just trying to store things efficiently. Right, there we go. Thank you, Zyphon. Thank you very much, Zyphon. The guy I shot had a pistol for the magazines. I left it on his body. I did? He did? What, these things? Damn. Whoops, my mistake. Thank you, Lemon Curry. Thank you very much, Lemon. Well, it's not too much of a problem. I've got 3 pistols now. Oh, the pistol was ruined? Was it? Yes, I seem to remember that the developers. So I spent like ages reading through their dev blogs at one point because I was going to do a video essay on a specific interesting element, or I thought it was interesting element of the standalone's development. And yeah, so while reading it, I was reading about how they were trying to encourage people not to just shoot on sight because the gear might get ruined, which was an interesting way of thinking about it. But at the same time, okay. It's fine, but I don't think it really factors into most people's decision-making when it comes to whether or not they're going to shoot. Also, my sharpening knife is gone. Damn. Oh, hang on. My new AK. Does this fit? No. What's that? Plastic bottle suppressor. I see he made a temporary one, didn't he? Okay. Keep sipping water. Keep eating food. Good to hear it, Tezu. I'll hang on to that then. Probably put it somewhere. Yeah, in which case move it over to my person then, if I'm going to hang on to this. Alright. Move these bullets up here. I definitely need to bury the bullets that I do not need. Do I have 2 tin openers? What's that? Is that the wrong flavour of magazine? Hang on. So the CR5, yes. So this is a magazine with ammo that I do not have, so we'll pop it there. Gonna try and bury this if I can in a crate or something. Okay, so... Same with these bullets. If I don't have shotgun bullets, then what's the point? Keep them on my person for the minute. Okay, just keep eating, keep drinking. Open this. Once again, thrilling gameplay, everybody. There we go. Okay, all of my stats are in the white. If that was my last dose of antibiotics, so if I'm getting rid of it, then it has to be this the last go. Right. That fishing rod could indeed be useful if I can get to a pond and just do fishing. Okay. How did I get sick? I ran around in the cold too much. And that was like 2-3 streams ago. Hi there, Melty. Hi there indeed. Welcome indeed. Okay. I wonder who that dude was. I guess now we'll never know. Okay, food and water is going up. Well, I don't know of any other way of getting rid of it. Her ditch. So there's codeine pills, there's charcoal tablets. I got some of those actually. We may as well double stack. Why not? Charcoal tablets. There's yeah. So just trying to throw everything at it, to be honest. Right. So it's all that lemonade. Vitamins work as well. Cool, cool. Well, I've had some vitamins before, but that was a long time ago. Okay. Tetra and vitamins at the same time. It's gone? Oh, it's gone! Oh! Oh, it's gone. We did it, everyone. Fuck a duck sideways. And consider that we did it not just through the antibiotics, but by the sacrifice of this man that I murdered. He had a shit ton of food on him. We were starving before. Okay. Thank you for your contribution, random man, who is now dead. You died so that I may live. Okay. Whoopsie. Don't do that. Alright. So, thank you for watching, folks. So, this stream, I've roamed from the Starry Sabor area, then further south into Zelenogorsk, where I bumped into a dude and murdered him in self-defense, took his gear, ate some antibiotics, ate most of his food, and in turn, we're no longer coughing. So Trevor, who got lost on his way to the fire festival, is still alive, and is okay, and is seeking to bury some of this gear, particularly the spare bullets that I do not need, in the hopes that I can come back for them when I need them. So I'm going to go and get some lunch. I'm quite hungry. I'm getting a bit of a hungry, stomach pangs right now, so I'm going to bog off. Thank you again for watching, folks. I wonder if it's Harry streaming. Let's have a look. Let me have a look and see who is streaming. Okay. So, checking the stream team. So I'm the only member of ZF who is currently streaming. So Ryu is on. What's she doing? 1 second. Ryu's. Oh, hang on a second. Not just Ryu. Umlaut's on. Shall we? Why not? So this is Umlaut, a regular viewer. You see him all the time. This motherfucker spammed, what's it? Bless the Rains in Africa on fucking the radio on DayZ just to troll me. Anyway, so I'll leave you in his company. He's currently flying. What the fuck is he doing? He seems to be role-playing as a scaly. Right. I'll leave you in his company. He's doing well. Thank you for watching. All the best. This is Umlaut.